Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro, and we are back again, man. Welcome back. How the hell are you guys? It's been a while. Just kidding, we've been here yesterday. Alright, so we're back, and we did not anywhere come close to finishing all the Mythic dungeons yesterday, so we are going to do that again today. Same thing as yesterday. If anybody does want to come, I can't stop you, but I'm not going to invite unless you are actually somebody who might need the zeros. So that's that. Let's see, what do we still need? Neltheris, we definitely need, so Mythic. +0. And yeah, actually showing off the strength of the Mythic Zero system yesterday very well, I think. We had multiple people leave, and we were just able to refill. Now, I don't know that we refilled with people who weren't from the stream, but I think one way or the other, you know, that's a good indictment of the situation. You know, it shows everything you need to see on the situation. I actually think this is a brilliant, now that I've actually done a bunch of zeros, I can say very confidently that this is the best decision they've made for like casual Mythic Plus type players. Do you feel that Mythic Zero should provide a base level of rating given that they are equivalent to the previous 10s? No, I don't think they should give a rating at all since they're not timed. If that was the case, yeah, you'd be able to easily solo, like you can easily solo all these, right? So yeah, no, that's not, it's just not a Mythic Plus key, so they shouldn't give score. I don't know how it works now, though. Like, how much score would you have if you had all 2s? That would actually be very interesting. I'd love to see how much score you'd have if you had all 2s. You'd have a lot, right? But yeah, in terms of Prot Warrior, it's actually very fun. Well, it was fun because it was so powerful, I think. Unfortunately, the rotation is very boring. And it doesn't feel like there's any moments that are super exciting. Like, well, I guess, like, AMS has the equivalency of Spell Reflect. So Spell Reflect can be very, very exciting, but that's kind of just up to Blizzard. It might be exciting for a while I figure out which things can be used on which, but realistically, once you know them all, it's kind of just, you never really get to make any big plays other than what Blizzard allows you for. Kind of the same way with AMS, but AMS is obviously way more versatile. But, yeah. It's the equivalent of if you had all 12s last season. I know, I was just like, what's the number? I don't know what the number would be. But they're giving it based on 12. That's interesting. That's surprising. We should change the Drake's color. Make a yellow Drake. How do you do this? I have to do it here, right? Change it to yellow. Or we can do black. I kind of like the idea of this character riding a black dragon, to be honest. Where's the different horns? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think I'll go that one. All 4s and a couple 5s is 2,500, so maybe 1,700. Okay. Alright, well, we need a healer still. Gabrielle, what's up, my friend? How you doing? If you guys didn't see, I posted in my Discord some fireworks last night. I went to a baseball game around here. Yankees, the minor league affiliate for the Yankees. Yeah, that's loud, huh? But anyway, yeah, it was very good. I really enjoyed it, and the fireworks were crazy. Like, I can't believe it was like 15 minutes of fireworks. Pretty nuts. It's not timed, and rating was just a score that other players look at anyway, so everyone would know you just did zeros. I mean, I get the point, like the fact that you can't have a certain, like you can't be a certain score anymore because of the zero change. But that's really saying more about the actual bad system of score than it is anything else, so I think people probably just ignore it and they don't care. Okay. What's up, Metro? How you liking Prot Warrior? Duckin', what's up, buddy? Welcome. It's very good, very powerful. Feels very powerful, at least. It's not very like exciting rotationally, But I think that's why I like it, because it's kind of just chill. Like compared to, it's like really the opposite of Blood DK. It is in every way the opposite of Blood DK. Everything Blood DK has, Prot Warrior doesn't have, and everything Prot Warrior has, Blood DK doesn't have. It's actually crazy. It's basically the exact opposite, which is cool. I kind of like that. Just like I said, like when I used to play alts, I used to say this all the time. It was nice to play alts just to do keys where I wasn't in danger of getting one shot on every pack, right? Like I didn't constantly have to fear for my life. That's probably what Prot Warrior would be the most noticeable. Like that would be the most noticeable on Prot Warrior. You know what I mean? So that's good. I found the same for myself. I was playing Blood DK and it was super fun and active, but felt uneasy all the time, and Warriors the complete opposite. Yeah, it's so basic and so simple and so powerful. I love it. I was just answering what doing all twos would. Yeah, you added the wrong person. That was Renegade who said that, but yeah. What else? Morning Metro, are you still 448? Oh, I forgot to change it. Yeah, no, I'm 454 now. But not really. That's not really much of a change, frankly. I basically only got a single item. 454. We got one item yesterday, and it was this. So we did. Oh no, not true. We got a belt too. I forgot. Last thing we did, we got the belt. We got 2 items in 4 hours. Not great. All right. Anyway, we don't need to count down. Let's just keep going here. Okay. Well, we don't need to pull that back, obviously, because that's not something that we're gonna have to fight or counter. Did you end up getting sparks? I have sparks, yeah. I won't be crafting anything on this character though. This is just for fun. I'm not gonna spend money on it. Like the health just really steady. Oh, not anymore, I guess, but it's just really steady. Don't you feel like? It just doesn't really move very frequently. It's taking a while for the guy to heal me, but it's like not really a big deal. Just last stand, I guess. I don't know. When I'm tanking in 12s, my health hardly moves at all, except on maybe tank busters. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now that I realized though that Ignore Pain is not actually on a global cooldown, it just has its own cooldown. It's a lot easier. Basically just like press 2 buttons at once is what I'm trying to do here. Beware. From a healer's perspective, it's got to be easier to heal a Prot Warrior because you know the tank can't really move their own health. It's more... Oh. Wait, what just happened? I didn't even see what happened. It's got to be more consistent at least for sure. Like, you know every pack what's expected of you, basically. What even just happened there? I think Blood DK is more fun to play, and the grips overall is better, but Warrior's legit. Yeah, it's definitely more fun, but it's also way harder. People constantly ask me what the easiest tank is. Like, I gotta go ahead and say this tank, because even if Bear's a little bit simpler, it can't be that much simpler. And on top of that, it's just so defensive. Like, I can't see Bear being better. Molten Elemental went off. Oh, did it? I thought I kicked it. Did I not? I must have not kicked it. Only thing that makes your health spike really are magic hits. Yeah. You have to be very keenly. You actually have to probably be just as aware on Blood DK as you do Prot Pally. It's actually crazy. Because magic is way more dangerous on Prot Pally than it is as Blood. But Blood obviously has so many ways to deal with it that you need to be aware of, whereas Prot Warrior only has the one way. So you can't waste that. Like if you use that poorly, you're fucked at times, you know. Bear is way more noob friendly than Prot Warrior, but is it stronger? Because that's my point. Like if the spec, I don't see how. Like in what way? First of all, in what way is it more noob friendly? You have to really learn the dangerous magic spells. Yep, that's crazy. Beware. But regardless, like I can't see how Bear would be better defensively. So even if it was like twice as defensive or twice as easy to play, which I don't like, I'm not sure how you can get much easier than this. It would have to be like, it would still be a worse pick, I think. Yes what? I love warrior things, especially spell reflection. It's so good. Yeah, you mitigate through thrash. Okay, I just keybound, I just macroed my mitigation to my spell, so that's the same thing. Beware. Oh shit, don't do that. Beware. Oh, looks like we have a solid group at least. Nothing crazy yet. Beware. Does spell reflect that? Unsure. You might be able to spell reflect the AoE. Oh yeah. What's up, man? How are you? Denoise, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I'm great. I'm having fun on this spec, man. It's been fun. The zeros are so good, dude. This is actually such a great change. They made such a great change with these zeros. What is the thing saying fire or physical? Telling you next to your rage bar the type of damage. I used it on my DK too. Have you not noticed it? It's the same weak ore. It just looks a little bit better on this one because I wanted them all, everything to look the same. Oh, that's funny. Thanks for the levitate. How was your 4th? Oh, it was awesome. I posted some videos of the fireworks last night at the baseball game I went to. It was crazy good. That was like such a fun night. I haven't had that much fun in a long time. Beware. What have been changed in zeros? They basically made them like 10s in the past. So, they're a lot harder. And since they have no timer, it's like a lot more like a regular WoW experience than Mythic Plus is. Which is really cool for just like alts and shit. Anything immutable with AMS can be deflected or reflected on Warrior with a few exceptions. Oh, really? I'll just pull this shit. We don't need to pull it like Mythic Plus, I gotta remember. I am trying to learn the route. Like, do the same pull basically, so. Beware. There's a weak core that notifies you when you can spell reflect. Oh yeah, like you mean a spell that would be specifically like an ID that would allow it? Or just any time you take magic damage, you mean? Eldre, what's up? Glad to see you doing it again. Yes, definitely back. I want to finish the zeros this week, one way or the other. We'll see how it goes, especially with the MDI starting, but I hope to finish them all today. Do the rewards reflect the change, or is it just added challenge? Yeah, the rewards obviously are also increased. This like still does like a lot of threat too, right? When you throw heroic throw. Yeah, generates high threat, it says. Not a lot of spells in the game, still say that, I'll tell you that. There's like 100% mana. Time for boss. Yeah, considering we basically got we got 2 very small upgrades. I really just want a weapon. I think if I got a weapon, I might just stop doing the zeros and just move on to Mythic Plus. But the zeros are really fun. I kind of don't want to stop. What talents are you running? You can see them on the screen. I know it's not easy to see. I can show them to you too real quick if you want. I could if you can just take a screenshot. I won't be able to leave it open for very long. Especially with this mechanic happening. So give me a second. Okay, we barely got that. Here, I'm gonna open it doing this phase. Take a screenshot, please. Are you gonna do the Mega Dungeon? I did it yesterday, yeah. That was the number one thing I knew I wanted to do on this character was to try to get the trinket. Why didn't you just send 496 gear for my main? I did. What do you mean? Alright, here's some danger again. It's all magic. Okay, just like I ran over or something. Don't have battle res. That's another thing that's really hard to get used to. Utility kit, quite poor. They do have some good interrupts and stuff, but pretty much every tank has that now. Those days are behind us where that's like an important part. That mechanic is so hard to heal in higher Mythic Plus. Yeah, they did nerf it, I think, but yeah. You're right. Okay, so now that you can skip that. Definitely gonna do that in zero. No battle res, no bloods. Hard to justify inviting warriors. Yeah, sadly. Beware. How fair is the sword and board, Metro? Mr. Rager Gaming, what's up? It's great. It's been great. It's also nice to be back on sword and board, man. I like transmog on there. This guy's just not coming or what? Beware. Wait, what's this? I love Uber Shield throwback. Yeah, no doubt. It's awesome. Aggro, just randomly aggro and shit. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. So, like, is there ever a situation where you should use Whirlwind? I guess not, right? It's just always worse than Revenge. Actually, it looks like Revenge is less damage. Updated Wrath Sword looks great too. I know, I love this fucking weapon. I've been waiting to use this transmog for so long, dude. Circular hallways make it tough to use your mobility.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Hey Jambo, welcome back, man. Happy 5th of July. Everybody makes such a big deal about what happened on the 4th of July, but nobody ever talks about what the day after must have been like. It must have been crazy, right? Like, wow, we just won our independence from like such a shitty fucking country like England. Now what? Well, let's make some sports, I guess, probably, right? Like, that was probably... Oh, we should have skipped this guy. That was probably what was next for them, right? Make sports. If you think about, like, what the chronological order of things were probably like in the United States' history, like, what are things that, like, the United States dominates in? Especially compared to England, like, obviously sports. Cars. Does England even have cars? Like, do they make cars in England? Or are they all imported? Every single car? Happy 5th of July. Happy 5th to be with you or something like that. That's a different holiday. Aston Martin is British. Oh, okay. England is home for Formula 1. I'm talking about driving cars, yeah. First thing they did was change Frankfurter to hot dog. Yeah, fucking get blown out German hot dogs. Range Rover and Land Rover used to be too. The McLaren is as well. Oh, okay, okay. I don't know anything about cars, as you can tell. England isn't a shitty country. I know, I was joking. Well, I don't know though. It kind of is, right? But it's also, it's all right. Like it's fine. Like I'm not. But like back in the 1700s, they couldn't even control. Like think about it, they lost to the United States. What did we have? Fucking guns. We barely even had anything. We had Indians. Didn't they Brexit or something? Yeah, they left Europe. Like, what a total dumb... Like, think about how... That's like saying, like, I hate you, and then slamming the door in a tent. Like, you're in a fucking tent with the person, bro. You can't leave. There's nowhere to go. You're gonna slam the flap? Like, you left Europe, but you're physically still attached. Well, you're very, very close to being attached to mainland Europe. Like, where did you leave? You didn't leave shit. You're still fucking in the exact same spot you were in. It's crazy, right?
Beware.
Countries over there are just wild, man. They're doing weird shit. It's cool. It's trendy to hate colonialism. Yep, exactly.
Beware.
The supercharger was invented in England. Dodge? You're talking about a Dodge car? Leaving European Union isn't Europe though? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the fucking point? They didn't even go anywhere. They didn't even go anywhere. Back when we were talking about this when it happened though, people were saying that they were talking about maybe moving the island. I don't know how that works. I guess I don't know how that works, but they were talking about maybe moving like the island, but I don't know that that ever happened. I don't think it did. Like if you look at maps, it's still there at least, but maybe the maps just haven't been updated. What's with the England hate? Oh, it's not hate. It's, I mean, you're just talking about facts, right? Moving the island? That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? How ridiculous is that? That's England right there. It's crazy. That's crazy. They're gonna spend all that fucking money to leave Europe and do all that. Meanwhile, like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's such a waste of money. We're very nice here. I know. I know a lot of people in England. Definitely better than like France or something, right? No England hate, but that old English breakfast looks disgusting. Yeah, their food's fucking gross too. It's actually not, like, when you think about it, there's no real American food other than shit that's really, 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 really bad for you. But obviously, if you compare, like, English food to, like, Greek or Italian food, you're like, whoa. These are in the same continent? How the fuck does that happen? Kind of bland food. Nice folks. That's all they got, yep. They got nice people and cool accents. And then they have, like, football or whatever they call it over there. United States of fast food. Well, that's what I'm saying. United States isn't really better, but it's like, I think most people would rather McDonald's than whatever traditional English food is, right? Sadly, it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's still true. Fish and chips for the win. Yeah, and see, you didn't even, like, chips are not the same. It's really weird. They put, like, chips. They spelled it wrong, I think, because it means fries, right? It's really strange. And then they did the same thing with a couple words. I should probably stop doing that, huh? Wow, that's really dumb. Alright, that doesn't work. Just died to that. Beef Wellington would like to have a word about shitty food. Yeah, it's probably the top. We're just gonna kill this without a tank? That happens. Not sure you can time this. Oh, it's not. There's no shot of timing this. Chips and fries are different though. Chips are thick cut. Yeah, they're like French fries, right? Oh wait. You're saying chips and fries are? Well, no, that's just like they call that steak fries here. Most places you get fries at like a fast food restaurant, they're thin, but like most places, if like I got fries at like certain restaurants, it would be like the chips of England. How is beans and toast a delicacy? It's crazy, right? Oi, mate, Metro, what color is your armor, mate? In it, yeah, bro. Imagine talking like that. Yeah, you're just wasting. Like, look at how much superfluous letters are used. How much superfluous letters, right? They put extra letters. Five Guys fries are supposed to be good. They're really salty. Would rather a full English breakfast than a McDonald's breakfast. Yeah, to be honest, McDonald's breakfast is probably more expensive now. McDonald's is fucking gross. Jokes aside. Do not support this. Alright, well, we just wiped there. That was pretty stupid. Wasn't really paying attention that the group, or that the stun was causing that problem. We don't put extra letters. You guys just remove them because you all have ADHD? That's the same thing, yeah. That's the same thing. If you can say the word without the letter, why say it? I would stream snipe Metro, but I only know how to play tank. Stream snipe? We're doing PvE. Wendy's is better than Mickey D's. Yeah, Wendy's has breakfast now, right? I've never had it. It's only new. Why is your character ugly? It's not. Are you like looking in a mirror or something? This character's the fucking best looking character I have. We save oxygen by removing letters. Yep. A lot of us are unhealthy here, so we don't have that luxury to just be speaking fucking fake letters. Would you like some wata with that, bruv? In it. Mate. England's definitely a top country for me, so I'm just joking around, but you gotta lean into a 4th of July, man. You guys fucked up. You try to, it won't keep a good country down, man. You know that? You know that phrase? You guys try to exert your dominance over the United States of America when we were only 13 colonies. Look at how we've evolved, bro. It's like a fucking Charizard from a Charmander. Look what happened. This is what happens. So learn that lesson, man. Didn't work out for India either, by the way. But hey, that's a different story for you guys. Keep trying. Maybe Guam will work out. You guys have Meghan Markle. It's all banter. You guys can have Meghan Markle. I mean, I wouldn't mind that, actually, yeah. I'm Irish, so loving the English slander right now. Longlands. Is that your actual name? Probably shouldn't dox yourself. But yeah, either way, I love that. Yeah, but you got Trump? Fucking exactly, bro. Exactly. Your Trump equivalent. You basically had a fake Trump, right? You had a guy who wanted to be Trump, but he was just silly looking. Boris or whatever that guy's name was. That was your Trump equivalent. He's like a fake Trump. It's like, you see those memes when they say like, we have Trump at home, and is that Boris dude? That's pretty much that's like the same situation, right? What was that guy's last name? Boris something? Boris was a lot funnier than Trump. Also better at beating kids at rugby. He's probably definitely better at that, yeah. Boris Johnson, that's it, yeah. He was funnier, you think? Dude, I don't know. It's like a fucking comedy act in the United States anymore, man. Look at the last presidential debate. Did you guys watch that? They talked about golf. Nigel Farage is our version of Trump. Well, I just mean like weird politicians who shouldn't be politicians. How many porn stars did he pay hush money to? Who, Boris? Oh, probably a lot, dude. You know that guy's past? He's got some fucked up past too. They all do. I mean, they're all, everybody's dirty in that fucking, in that world. His biggest lie is that he's a 6 handicap. It's crazy, right? How'd we talk about golf? It's so weird, dude. Such an embarrassing thing, man. That's the United States, man. We're such a fucking embarrassment anymore. Sleepy Joe. I love that nickname. How could you say Trump's not the funniest, man? Oh, man. Anyway, let's not get all personal about politics. I shouldn't even brought that up, but countries are just a sim for old rich dudes. Yeah, to be honest, you're right. All right. Well, that was really stupid that we wiped like that. Let's not do that again.
You dare interrupt my work. Beware. Let's see what I have for you.
How was your fourth then? It was awesome. Actually, probably the nicest fourth I can remember. When I was young, we used to go over my dad's best friend's house all the time, and I have really good memories from that. But it was never anything like special. It was just family and friends getting together. I went to a baseball game last night, and we watched the fireworks after the game. It was like that's like one of my top 5 experiences in the last few years. So I really like I said this morning, I really don't have much love for the 4th, especially since we always go to the Blues Festival in New Jersey, and that's always the week after the 4th. So it always kind of feels like, all right, it's the 4th of July, we're going on vacation next week. You know what I mean? Like it's never really, it doesn't really feel like it's a big day because there's the holiday actually coming up right after it. But yeah, that was definitely one of my best 4th of Julys ever.
Beware.
The baseball game was actually pretty good too. It was the Yankees equivalent, the AAA Yankees. They got fucking hammered in the first inning, and then they actually almost came back. It was pretty cool. Oh, and I got chicken and pizza. Oh, the food. Oh, you gotta get the food. I even ate before I went, and it still ended up wanting the food, man. I should have just not eaten. I should have just committed to spending money at the stadium, because then I ended up spending like $40-some, and I was just stuffed. Like I was so overstuffed. Got peanuts, got popcorn. Oh, I shouldn't have got the popcorn. Remind me next time not to get the popcorn. That was a waste of money. It was like mediocre as fuck. It was not like movie theater popcorn. I should have just got the peanuts. The peanuts were basically the popcorn equivalent of a baseball game. And then I got dots, Dippin' Dots. I got chicken and pizza fries. That's pretty much it. I wanted to get a slice of pizza, but I guess we're going on vacation, man. We're about to get the best pizza in the world. Best pizza I've had, at least. Paul Skeens is a menace on the mound. Wait, that name sounds really familiar. Who's that? That's that guy for Pittsburgh, right? Is that the guy's name? Dippin' Dots, holy fuck, that gives me memories. Oh, really? You haven't had it recently? Only been to one baseball game. Went to see the Rangers in Dallas. Oh, nice. My girlfriend and I just made burgers, went swimming, and we're going to stargazing outside of the city tomorrow since it's a new moon. Oh, that's cool. Like a super extended holiday weekend. Love that. That's the Pirates pitcher. Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully they have some problems retaining their talent, the Pirates, so I don't know when his contract would be up, but hopefully they'll be able to pay him by that point. A lot of Pirates pitchers ended up in New York City somehow. Is the saying once in a blue moon or once in a new moon? I guess they're both the same thing, right? A new moon and a blue moon have the same frequency, don't they? He's only a rookie? Oh, okay, so that's what, 3 years still? Can't remember how those contracts work. Right, because, like, yeah, the contract doesn't tender until he plays so many games or something like that in the rookie year, right? Because that was the Chris Bryant debacle. Like, they intentionally tried to limit his games when he started so they could not pay him that first year or something. Just booked a 12:50 tea time. Oh, really? That sounds awesome. 72? That's a little chilly. Where's that at? It's humid as fuck here, I'll tell you what. Should probably move on. This character can't do LFR for bullions yet, right? I mean, it's not going to, so whether it can or I don't even know, but I won't be doing anything but these dungeons, probably maybe even this week. Like, now I won't be able to play again until 2 weeks. Like, since I'm going on vacation next week, I'm going to miss the entire reset. So I don't know that I'm not sure what the future holds for this character at this point. I'm heading to the range tomorrow. I need to dial my driver in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's not even ranges around here, man. It's really sad. I was really so gung-ho on golf, and unfortunately, it's just... my kind of golf world fell apart. There are no prerequisites for bullion. He means you have to be able to queue for LFR. You have to have a certain item level queue. I probably can't, to be honest. Go buy a Steam Deck and play WoW on vacation. I'm not even taking my phone. I told this story the other day, but like probably like 5 years ago, I went on vacation and I literally just played games on my computer like 75% of the time I was there. Like I brought my laptop and just played like Crusader Kings 2 and shit. And then like looking when we left, I was like, man, I'm an idiot. Like I really am a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like what a joke. So ever after that, I'm not taking any technology with me. Go fucking cold turkey on it. Which probably won't be the most pleasant. Oh. Is that what? Is that rare? Okay, well, we'll come back to that. I don't know. Sell that maybe? Or should I give it to my tank, my DK? Having an internet break is such a good call. Yeah, it's a really, really good thing to do dopamine detox. What is this? Dopamine detox is like incredibly good for your brain, especially if you ever feel like you're like burned out on something. You should just stop doing everything that's related to it for a couple days, and you'll be surprised at how good that makes you feel. Bullions are so incredibly good. I'm surprised you won't do them. I just don't care. Yeah, this is just for fun. The raid is so incredibly bad, so I don't really care. The plan you picked up is worthless at this point. The plan you picked up? What? Oh, the pattern. I thought you meant the plan of not taking my phone with me. I was like, what? Why would that be worthless? Yeah, I'll just give it to my blood DK then, as I don't have that pattern. I've taken a break from WoW. The Mythic Zero I did with you was the first time I played in about a month. Oh, cool. Well, that's fun. Alright, plenty of time to get this upgrade even with that wipe. As long as we don't wipe here, I guess. So it should be good. This is actually a solid group. Like, nobody's crazy in here, and everybody knew all the mechanics, so it's like perfect. While it sounds boring, I find just laying on the beach relaxing, or a couple days, and reading is real relaxing. Yeah, I'm not a big reader, but yeah. I don't really like the beach that much, to be honest. It's not very comfortable to lay on the beach, I find. But, and even walking on the beach, also not very comfortable, but yeah. I just like everything that's near the beach. Like, dude, there's such great restaurants and locations in Wildwood, New Jersey. That's where we're going. It's awesome. I freaking love it. My favorite location. It's only 4 hours away from me. And I honestly think, like, I should probably just go more frequently. If it was, like, only 3 hours away, I probably would. But, like, you can't really go for a day. You know what I mean? You pretty much have to stay the night. Because even if you leave at 6 a.m., in order to get back home before, like, you'd be tired, you'd have to leave there at, like, 6 p.m. You know what I mean? So you're going to be there for, like, 4 hours total. It's not really worth it. 8 hours of driving for 4 hours of fun. I don't know. I find myself preferring freshwater over saltwater the older I get. Oh, you mean to swim in or something? I don't swim, like, ever, so it doesn't really come into play either way. Sand sucks. I've gone into camping since I moved to Colorado. Oh, right. Sand's gorgeous, but man, is it not a fun thing to be around at times. As much as I love, like, walking on the beach, like, especially early in the morning, it just sucks, like, your feet get so dirty and you have to constantly wash your feet and stuff. Saltwater pools are infinitely better than freshwater beach pools. Saltwater pools. Who the hell is a saltwater pool? What is that for? What is the point of that? Did I get again no loot? Oh no, I got a ring at some point. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. That's a nice piece. Saltwater pool is just like it is. Regular pool, but with salt water. But I don't know. Like, people do that? I don't know anybody who does that. Why do you do that? What is the point? Keeps it clean easier or something? So Metro, I played the beta again last night for a few hours. The nerfs massacred Sailing. Deathbringer is the way for Bloody K now. I mean, that's fine by me. Why not just get in the ocean? Well, if you don't live in the ocean, near the ocean. Is this character being done with no help from the main? No, not really. Quite a few. It's better for your skin. Oh, okay, I see. So you don't need chemicals at all in a saltwater pool? That's, I don't know why nobody has that then. Isn't it cheap? It sounds like it'd be cheaper too, isn't it? I was on my priest today. You were the priest in the key, if that's right. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you for coming. Robot love pools next. It's more expensive up front. Oh, okay. Why? Because you just need like where do you get the salt? Do you have to like buy a ton of salt or something? Is Bloody K still looking like the top pick for tanks even with Deathbringer? I mean, I don't know that Sandland was better than it, to be honest. But regardless, I like Deathbringer and I like Bloody K, so that's all I'm able to say. You can buy your guy the Flightstone gear, right? Oh, wait, can I use the Flightstones I've been getting to buy even more gear now? Maybe. Probably.
Found any good treasure lately?
No. You need to have certain mythic rating.
Tell me another story sometime.
I didn't tell you a story. You need to be 1K IO, yep. Not sure of the specifics of where or how it works, but I'm assuming you can buy the pool salt at a pool store. Oh, you don't actually have one? Okay. I love Blood DK, just so invaluable in the pug setting. Yes, totally agree. That utility and ability to solo save scenarios is so valuable. I wish I did. Yeah, it sounds like it would be cool. Actually, now that I think about it, I think my old boss has a salt. He bought like a fucking $2 million house, and then his wife divorced him like within a year of buying the house. So I don't know what's going on anymore with that, but pretty sure they had a saltwater pool. My hero specialization just got nerfed, sadly. I was really looking forward to the playstyle, and Blizzard felt it was too involved in gameplay changes, which is Wild Stalker Druid. Oh, yeah. I don't like to swim, so it would be a waste of money. Yeah, me too. I probably wouldn't mind swimming if it was just like something I can do at my house, but I don't really like swimming in public. We have a saltwater pool, but I just joined. Was there a question you had? Not really. We were just talking about it. Like, what do you, why did you get that? Like, what, tell me all about it. I want to hear all about it. So far, I like the Prot Warrior. I feel like Prot Warrior is met in a pug setting. Yeah, it's definitely not something that you can, like, carry on. Because you can't solo save ship. Well, you can, but it's going to be a lot harder. Saltwater is less maintenance. Okay. What else? Boy, mate, in it, bruv. Did we talk shite about on the bloody wankers in Canada yet? Yeah, I'm going to give you a pass if you're from Canada, frankly. But, I mean, U.S. rules, right? Like, I mean, that's just all there is to it. Like, United States rules. It's 4th of July weekend. So, you get a pass if you're from Canada. Like, it's all right. But definitely no Europe. Sorry, guys. USA, USA. Yes, dude. Yes, we don't talk all like that. Butcher from the boys, by the way. Oh yeah, you should talk to Harry. We wake up in the morning and piss excellence right into the pool. You mean? That'd be weird. I'm going to be watching the great. Are you going to be watching the Great Push? No, I don't know. I'm going to be doing anything. I got to make videos because I'm going on vacation next week. No Europe, yet needed the French to get 1776 in the bag. Oh, that's a good counterpoint. I definitely feel like I would... No, and bro, that's not a good counterpoint, actually. Because do you know why the French got involved? Come on, do you live in Europe? You know why the French got involved. I think everybody knows why the French got involved, right? They're like Yankees and Red Sox. I'm a Brit living in Houston. Oh no, I'm just fucking around anyway. But they're like Yankees and Red Sox, bro. They hate each other. They got involved not to help the United States, but to fuck England. Right? So that one doesn't even count. That was like, oh, I guess we'll take the help. We kind of had it. We kind of had it. You know what I mean? Like, it was fine, but then they kind of fucked it up. Took credit for it. 100% typical French. Yeah, exactly, dude. We actually hate the French. I love France, but it just sucks that the French live there. The Brits and the French were at each other's throats for centuries. Yeah, dude, they're the reason Game of Thrones is a thing. I definitely feel like I would swim more if I had a pool in my backyard. Unfortunately, my yard is a postage stamp. Yeah. What else? You only get priestess healers? Oh, it's just that same guy. I don't want to take anybody above 500 item level. It was all downhill for the frogs from then on. Yeah, because right after that, they lost their monarchy, right? When did the French Revolution happen? French Revolution. Dates. Or maybe it was before even. 1798. Or 1789. Oh, I wonder what caused that. All the government, or all the people in France were like, wait, who did we just help? What do they do now there? Oh, freedom? Oh, shit. We could have that? Sorry, Capet. Sorry, Fleur de Lis. Unreal, right? Reign of Terror was 1793. What is that? Is that like a moment in the revolution? Can I requeue if I don't got any low item level? I'll probably... Wait, why? Were you high item level? I don't get it. I'm just taking people who are like, who need the key just for a more authentic experience. Also, while Pivotal, France showed up right at the end of the war. Yeah, they're like the phrase, bro. The late phrase. They show up after the battle was over. They gave us the resources we needed to finish things up, but it was in the bag. It was like 9-1 in the bottom of the ninth. We don't need Mariano for that. Call them Blister. They turn up after all the hard work. Luck the Druid swapped the damage. He queued his heals. Well, now he's back. Okay, we're ready.
Alex Straza charged us with protecting the life pools from the Primus.
Beware.
I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply. Ensure the eggs are safe and eliminate any threat on these.
Speaking of French Revolution, I was so disappointed by Ridley Scott's Napoleon. Oh, I never saw it. I'm a big fan of Ridley Scott. I feel like his work is the most like overcut of anything you ever see, though. I don't know how this keeps happening to this dude. Wait for the Napoleon director's cut. I'm sure it's going to be different. What did you not like about it, I guess, Steel Deer?
Beware.
Is this healer here? Hey, Metro, you know that Grim Batol, like big ogre? Okay, Sealer. You know that big ogre in Grim Batol and that huge mace that you have to kite? Would a Prot warrior be able to take a swing? No. It hits you for like 5 million damage or something. Well, they super glossed over his triumphs in Italy and Northern Africa. Basically, they didn't show any of his great triumphs or battles. Oh, really? Huh. I don't know anything about it. I still think Grim Patrol is such a weird dungeon choice for the Mythic Plus pool. I think it's because it's got relevance to the lore. Who would leave in a 0? That guy. Love Ridley Scott though. Gladiator will always be one of my top 5. Kingdom of Heaven, one of my favorite films ever. And that's why I said if you watch the uncut version of it and the director's cut, or well, like the theatrical cut and the director's cut, it's crazy. Why did the DK change to tank? I don't know. Okay. Definitely not as weird as Necrotic Wake or Siege of Borealis. Yep. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead? I think so. Kingdom of Heaven is great. Yeah, the director's cut is so good.
Beware.
Excellent music too. Gladiator 2 coming this year. Yeah, what was that about? Kingdom of Heaven was a fucking bop. My buddies and I saw it in the theaters and had a duffel bag of candy we snuck in. It was such a good memory. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, the original film wasn't bad either, to be honest. But the theatrical cut is so much worse than the director's cut. It's like night and day. Are we like, is this guy not gonna be able to do this, or what's going on here? We ain't a blood DK. We are gonna need some healing.
Beware.
Have to take it slow, I guess. Have you seen Leon the Professional? That's with what's her name? Padme. What's her character's name? What's the actress's name? Natalie Portman when she's young, right? I've never seen it. Use Victory Rush to heal yourself. I'm doing that, my friend. Welcome to the stream. The grandson of Aurelius, Emperor in the first one. It focuses on Lucius a couple decades after the Gladiator. Oh, yeah, okay. So Russell Crowe's not... He'd be dead by this point, right? His characters... None of them characters are in it. As a former Resto main, I'm curious what that druid is pressing. Nothing. Pop healing is a passive. I missed the warrior lore. This is a one-off or an alt? Yeah, it's an alt, yeah. The Professional is one of my favorite of Gary Oldman's performances. Yep. Resto only needs to push Moonfire. Huh. Alright, this guy's offline. No Crow, but Pedro Pascal and Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington? Who the fuck is he in the film? Gary Oldman is great in slow horses. Oh, really? Alright. The Crow is another great film if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen really any films, man. I pretty much never see films. Omnichrome though, what's up buddy? How's it going? Welcome. Alright, Evoker. Crow remake looks cringe though. Oh yeah. So is it MLB season then? Oh yeah, MLB starts in late March. We're halfway through the season. The All-Star game, which represents the halfway point of the season, is like next week or 2 weeks or something. So now we're just waiting for this guy to get here. I got some nice purchases yesterday, nice bids or whatever. I won some nice bids on the Pokemon front. A little bit overpaid, but I got a card that is not a PSA. I don't know. Oh, that's not the right link. I don't know. That's probably bad, but it's interesting because I'm interested in seeing what the difference is in terms of the quality of the slab or whatever. But this card, if it was a PSA, it goes for like at least $45, if not $50, very regularly. So at 26, that's kind of a steal, but I think SGC, I don't even know what that is, so we'll see what happens. Time to watch Germany versus Spain. All right, sweet man, good luck. I mean, I hate baseball, but the only sport worse than that is cricket. Oh, you don't like baseball, really? Baseball is my favorite sport. Not a fan of the Thunderous Roar builds. I don't know what that is. That's a talent? Let's see. Thunderous Roar, what is that? Oh, this? No, I don't even know what that is, so no. Not a fan of it. No, is that just like an offensive build? Looks like it's just an offensive spell. We're good on that front for now. Also picked up Erica's Invitation, which I love. It's probably one of my favorite cards. It's not an actual Pokemon. 15 bucks only. PSA 9 though. Not gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna go for, we can probably get 25 for it. I'll probably list it for 25. I might just keep this one though and sell the one I actually have that's not graded. Thunderous Roar is part of the tier set. Oh, okay, well I don't have that yet. Although I probably should go and get it, to be honest. Because, you know, we can make it, we're just choosing not to, basically. There's not really any reason to not make it. We've got plenty of charges. Alright, this healer is out of mana, but otherwise they are here at least. What does Thunderous Roar do? Like what the, I guess I'll just look at the tier set. I'm not a fan of baseball at all. The longest stint I had as a fan was about 15 minutes when my parents signed me up to the Little League when I was 7, and the coach said, if you can hit me with the ball after I pitch you, I'll give you $20. What the hell? Weird thing. I missed and I quit. What the hell? I just like watching baseball. I tried to play it when I was younger, but it's very boring to play. I don't enjoy playing it at all. It's fun every once in a while to swing and try to hit a ball or something, but other than that, the actual sport itself is awful to play. I thought watching was worse. No, it's way nicer. Watching is cool because it's just chill. Like, you don't need to pay attention. It's a long game, but you don't need to pay attention. You basically only pay attention when you hear the announcer say something, you know what I mean? So I can just kind of sit there, chill, like look at Pokemon cards or whatever I want to do on my laptop or my phone and have the game on and not be missing anything. It's like such a relaxing thing to have, like especially late at night, like you're trying to get to sleep or something. Tub, hey, what's up, man? Glad to see you again. Just going to a batting cage seems more fun than playing the actual game. 100%, yeah. Like swinging at the ball is really the best part of the sport. Standing there waiting, like the game is so long when you're playing it. You're just standing in the fucking grass for like 30 minutes. Nobody's even hitting a ball at you. It's not fun at all. I played when I was young, like sub high school age, and I would just like fall asleep, like straight up. Like I made an error once because I just was not, like, I was just dazed, like dozed off, you know what I mean? Like wasn't paying attention at all, and somebody hit a ball towards me and I just missed it because of that. And ever since then I got like you know, I was criticized by that, and I was like, sorry man, this sport's just too fucking boring. After playing basketball my whole life at that point, especially, it was like, all right, this is not for me, man. Need a little bit more activity. You can relax and chill while watching baseball. Perfect to have on the background while doing something else. Yup, that's my exact. I'm pretty sure I just said that exact same thing. Any other sport is not like that. Like, although at times, like I feel like soccer, like football, whatever, could kind of be like that. The action is very fast paced, but like not a lot happens at times. It feels like. The athletes are immense and they're moving and acting very often, unlike baseball. But I think like if you watch a 90-minute game, you realize like there's probably only been like 3 or 4 moments that were actually really exciting. At least for me, maybe as a casual fan. Tubbs gonna get mad at me probably. Sorry, he's gonna get mad at me. But no, I don't know. I love watching the World Cup, but it kind of felt like that. Whenever I'd watch the World Cup, it was like just waiting for that announcer to go nuts, you know.
Beware.
You will not interfere.
All right, can we spell up like this mechanic?
Beware.
Probably. The most underrated sport are the X Games. In terms of what, like viewability? They're really fun to watch, I agree. But I wouldn't really say they're very competitive. There's not a lot of like people out there doing it. And it was kind of dominated for a long time. It was always like one big name in every one of the X Games sports. Underrated and not very well advertised. That's definitely true, yeah. They should be way bigger than they are.
My chill will freeze your bones.
Beware.
I saw it live this past Friday. Oh, like you were there? What the hell? That's cool.
And shatter.
That's neat.
Beware.
Kind of barely hanging on here. Healers seems to be alright, but it's like a hard fight, I guess, to heal regardless.
My chill will freeze your bones.
Oh, that's bad.
Beware.
Don't have Icebound for that. Am I gonna die to this? Probably. Yep.
Dragon lackey.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. I was there, and to be honest, it was the most customer-friendly venue I've been to. You can leave and enter as many times as you want. Oh, that's cool. Wow. X Games is fucking chill, I guess, huh?
Save these eggs.
Why did you turn down the 506 Resto Shaman? It seems like overkill. What do you mean? What seems like overkill? I'm just, like I said, just like kind of like a hard line drawn at 500 is what we're looking for right now. Meaning they have gear that's like higher than this content, basically. It's like the competitors are competing, but at the same time they're hyped for each other. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a super competitive sport because there's not a ton of people in it, so it's all kind of, they're all friends from what I could tell. Stacks from the ad, healer didn't dispel. Okay, yeah, usually it's Blood BK, I just ignore that. The fans just ooh and ah and don't talk shit to each other. I bet not. Drink up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will not interfere.
Beware.
Consume you.
Never mind. I was actually back like 20 minutes. Oh yeah, no worries.
Only death for those who follow order.
Bad start.
Frozen and shatter.
This actually doesn't do any physical damage. I guess the whelps.
Strength, little ones.
So because of my macro automatically applying
My chill.
shield block or whatever, I'm kind of wasting rage on it. Shield block still gives you damage bonus to shield slam, right? But again, we're struggling to survive, so we're a little bit more worried about that right now. And this ice block thing, I guess we're just not gonna be able to do this fight. This is the best spell reflect boss in the expansion, is it? So I should just use it on cooldown.
I will save these eggs.
Good to there. Alright, I guess he's just gonna leave too. It's almost 20% of my damage on the boss usually. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Okay, so we just need to get a healer who knows how to dispel. I've never seen DPS less interested in padding on those ads. Oh, really? Guess that's a good thing. With shield charge, you should be able to keep like 80% uptime on blocks, so your macro might be eating too much rage. That's what I'm saying, yeah. It's wasted on this content. But it's not really going to matter too much. I'll heal for you. Well, we're gonna just yeah, anybody who's like not, yeah, we're looking for like people who need these keys, need this dungeon. So if that's you, you can come. If not, then unfortunately you won't be able to. I think you can change shield block macro to ignore pain. I could, but I don't have the psycho booming. All right, yeah, sign up. I need gear on my priest though. Wait, was that you in the queue? Oh, alright. Sign up again. I'll drop one of these guys, I guess. Nobody else is in this group, right? That was weird. It showed me it's 444 when I'm 465. Oh, yeah. Yoshi's Wrath. How often do you press impending victory? I don't know. As often as I need to be healed by it, I guess. No. Alright. Oh, sorry. We'll get you in the next one. Sorry. I don't like kicking people after I've already invited them unless something's wrong. Just remind me when we do the next one. Ryan Garcia's life's going in the wrong direction, huh? What the hell happened there? Expelled boxing star Ryan Garcia from any activity from the organization after he repeatedly used racial slurs against black people and disparaged Muslims in comments live streamed on social media. Yeah, CTE maybe, huh? This is like in his 20s, isn't he? It really does. It's like fucking like Antonio Brown, right? Hey Doom, what's up, buddy? Welcome. What did he? I can't even imagine what. Now you're gonna be able to tell me in the YouTube chat, but what could he have possibly said? Posted an apology of sorts on X. I was trolling. I want all the killing to stop. I love everyone. Sorry if I offended you. It's all right, man. Thanks. That's all you need to do is apologize. Weird world we live in nowadays. A little different. You know it's gonna be good when that's the apology. That's what I'm saying. Like what? Not the most convincing thing I've read. Galarian Zapdos? What the fuck is this card? Never even heard of that. 26 bucks? I can't sell for much. $170, $182. What's happening? Oh, $48. Yeah, no. Not really worth it. Ryan Garcia has definitely quit out of some Mythic Plus runs. Dude, that guy's the kind of guy. Dude, I have a video. I published a video on me like reacting to all the comments from the Toxic video that I published like 2 weeks ago. Wait until you fucking see some of these comments, man. If you guys have not read the comments or heard us talk about it, like, yeah, Ryan Garcia is definitely commenting on those videos. There's a Galarian Moltres all art that I really like. Oh, really? I'll check that out if you remind me after this. It's an entirely different group now, right? A fully different group. I have a 487 Beastmaster Hunter. Would love to do some keys or zeros. Sweet man, we'll get you in. Just remind me after these. I'm sorry, I'm really like flighty when it comes to just picking groups. I just try to set a criteria in my head and then just invite the first 3 people. So if you want to get in, I'll get you in. Just remind me of who you are when we get there.
These belts are pure. They will show you the truth. My chill will freeze your bones.
Beware.
Consume you. Be frozen and shatter.
Beware.
Consume you. Only death for those who follow order. Be frozen.
We didn't
and
less either.
shatter.
Not ideal. Hey, Size, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
Death miserable.
Some really hard Prot Warrior bosses in this key. Oh, I bet, yeah. I didn't really think about it until just now. If I was home, I'd join. Oh, yeah, we never got together yesterday. Sorry, man. I'm at work bored to tears because no one's here today, Friday after the 4th of July. I can only imagine, yeah. I love the class, though. So fun. Yeah, you're a big Warrior fan. I know that. I didn't even see the first comment. He was trolling, so it's all good. Yeah, no worries. Thanks, man. What else? Outplaying your susceptibilities. Yep. I need gears on my healer and don't want to mess with the variety by re-queuing. What was that? I don't know what that means. But yeah, I'll get you. Just remind me. I'm sorry. I keep not paying attention when I'm inviting people.
Beware.
My boss was really encouraging the last few of us to take off today, so he had to pay literally 0 attention. My boss was really encouraging the last few of us to take off today, so they had to pay literally. You mean like he would not have to do much work? Is that what you mean? I don't know if that's the case. Why even be open? What is the business that you work at? If the boss is telling people to take the day off, why not just close?
Beware.
Oh, social work. Sorry, just started in retail. Are Mythic Zeros on a daily cooldown or weekly? Currently a weekly cooldown. They will be on a daily cooldown in a few weeks. Well, presumably, I don't know that the pre-patch is changing that for the current ones, but at least in Season 1 of Dragonflight, they will be on a weekly cooldown, or a daily cooldown.
Beware.
Well done. You have secured the first pool. Now see to the others.
I didn't know they changed that. Yeah, changing it for the war within. Which I really don't feel like they need to, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, they might as well just do it because there's probably very few people who would be able to do all 8 zeros every day, 7 days a week anyway. But if one person wants to do it, I guess fuck it, let them do it. Should just be doing zeros at that point, though. If you have that kind of time, I don't know why you'd... Like, what's the point of doing 7 days worth of zeros? You just move on to... Or, yeah, you just move on to Mythic Plus, right? Kind of weird. The War Within can't come soon enough. Age of Mythology Retold drops only a week or 2 after. Oh, man. Seems kind of lame that Zero would still be weekly at this point in the expansion. I'm trying to get all the gear I can. Then do 2s, yeah. Or craft gear. Zeros are like there for people who are not like ready to do time dungeons, but after doing a full round of zeros, you'll have more than enough gear to get started on 2s. When stuff drops, if it does, it's usually not an upgrade, then yeah, then you should be doing higher. Like if you have 493 in all your slots already, then obviously you go move on. Zero still gives more items per dungeon than a 2. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like you would want to do them all until you get that baseline of gear, and then at that point you're moving on to better gear. And that's why they don't need to be weekly, or that's why they're fine being weekly, because you get so much loot from them as it is. It's like you're gonna get more loot from this than you would from 8 0 or 8 2s.
Hurry onwards, champion.
And I don't know many people that do 8 2s a day, you know. You're either good enough that the gear doesn't stop you from progressing, or you don't have enough time to do more than 8 mythic zeros anyway each day. Zero is one of the few ways to get drakes daily. Oh, really? Drake, do you need those? What are those for? I can't move on to Mythic Plus because no one will invite me. You just do your own key. What you want to do when you're fresh is just do your own key until you get to whatever your progression limit is going to feel like it's going to be on the character. Like, I don't know where it would be on this character, but I would probably take it to like 5 or something like that, and I would just then I would just farm my key at 5 to get gear, kind of like I did with zeros. How is Prot so far? Very, very fun. It's actually very solid. I think it's the thing I like most about it. It's basically like an opposite Blood DK. It's kind of crazy.
Beware.
Drake's Awaken Crest. No, I know. That's the one that I actually need on my main, I guess. Is that what that one is?
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away.
The last pool is safe. She is exposed. Attack that primalist before she can summon reinforcements.
Alright, this fight will probably be tough, but it probably won't be that bad. We don't need to stay near the mob to use our mitigation, unlike Blood DK. You can trade in higher level crests to lower level ones. Yeah, so is there only 3 levels now? I don't know what the 3 levels are, I guess is my point. Drake's is the second highest, and then Aspects is the highest, and what's below that? Wasn't there a Worms or something like that? I don't know. Whelps aren't really used. Okay, there's still whelps, but they're like from whelp content only or something. Whelp, then Drake, then Worm. Oh. So I need Worm, not Drake, right? So who uses Drake? Like people who aren't doing max level keys? Poor Bombkin trying to DPS. Struggling, but he'll get it. Drakes are the first half of champ gear, which comes from what difficulty? You need Drakes to upgrade bullion gear? Oh, okay. Like to get it all the way up. Interesting. I already have a cloak. You need Drakes for Awaken gear, period. If you buy an Awaken ring and don't have a ring that's above hero gear, you have to run zeros. Awakened gear? What is that? Drakes are from normal gear and zeros. Okay, so yeah, like no reason to run zeros for them then. Unless you're already doing it for gear. Awaken is the bullion gear? Oh, okay. This guy doesn't have misdirect or something. Anyone in Valdrakken right now? Need to invite you to a party to ask questions. Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of people there. Must have a shield equipped? Oh, my gear broke. Okay. Good thing we're outdoors. Making an heirloom shield, which ironically would be the same transmog, so that would be actually a really good idea.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you.
Oopsie daisy, yeah. Didn't even notice it was breaking. This happens very often with Prot Warrior, I've been told. You have to repair your shield every run, pretty much. Metro is so good that he's playing Prot Warrior without a shield. Can't do that much. That would be hard. I start playing Marksman Hunter and my bow breaks every 3 to 4 dungeons. Oh well. Just loot the new BIS Tertiary. Indestructible. That's not new. Yeah.
Beware.
What's the cutoff to be able to turn a piece of gear into tier? I don't have any idea, honestly. I've never really interacted with the game at this level, so I don't know like any of these basic things like about drakes and all this stuff like champion gear. Like I don't know what these things even do. It's new BIS due to nerfs to leech and avoidance. I mean, it doesn't do anything.
Beware.
Just came back to season 4 and durability feels like it's twice as bad. I don't think there's any change to durability, was there?
We are the truth.
Just playing something that has durability problems, I guess. Marksman bow breaks because rapid fire is bugged. Oh, okay, there we go. There's your answer.
Deal with these.
Beware.
Awful job with that fire mechanic. If the hunter has Ravager talented, that wouldn't have happened. Oh god.
Who is better than one? Help me, Kairaka!
How are we gonna get through on both of these?
Blown away.
It's fine. You don't actually need threat on the main guy. That is a mess. Have you calmed down yet? I've listened to myself finally, yeah. Very introspective line of argument, so I had to really settle down and listen to myself. Want to play next season of Survival Hunter in the new expansion? I hope they're going to be good. I heard they're going to be great. All my PvP tunes have to repair now, and that upsets me. Oh yeah. Alright. I get no upgrades. Glad you were able to calm down and listen to the chat. Yeah, that's my bad. I was clearly being passive aggressive.
The life pools are safe for the moment, but the primalists
Veteran
are
gear is the
still
lowest
a
you can
threat.
turn to tier.
We
Okay.
must
Oh wait,
be
so this gear can't even be turned to tier? Is that
caught off guard again.
what you're saying? I don't know what veteran is. Anyway, let's go try. I'm gonna go see if I can turn this into tier. So we got some pieces we can make tier now. What else? Every shot from rapid fire counts as an auto attack. Huh. That's strange. What were you thinking about running next? Just whatever's next in the list. I can't remember, sorry. Might be Oldman, I think, but I'm gonna go look at this real quick. Mythic 0 is champion gear, but what is veteran? Is that below champion? I guess it must be based on the name. Champion, hero, then like legend gear. Is that the final one? Legend? Main character gear. Author, like owner. Champion, the wounds. Yeah, he's coming back. Some crazy lore in the War Within, man. I can't wait. I'm actually really excited for that max level campaign in the War Within. It looks awesome. Alright, so we can turn in 2 pieces at least. Veteran, then champion, then hero, then mythic, then game designer. Is that the final one? Or... oh, look at that crazy transmog. Mythic track, and then whatever the bullion track is called. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so here's the step bonus. Spending rage is a chance to cause your next shield slam to consume your bleeds on a target, instantly dealing 40% of the remaining damage or your deep wounds and 100% of thunderous roars, and reducing your damage taken by 10. Oh, so it's just an offensive thing. Yeah, okay, we don't care about that. For each bleed effect from a target, your damage taken is consumed by an additional 2%. When shield slam consumes a bleed, the cooldown of thunderclap is reset. Oh, okay. Very passive.
I have just the thing, Wanderer. Good fortune to all friends of the Grumble.
I love that hat. Alright, anyway, are you not burnt out just doing Mythic Plus over and over again? No. It's not really. I mean, if you were, that would be a short game. If you got burned out by that, right? Alright, so next is Azure Vault. So it's Azure Vault, then Naka, then Uldaman, and then we're done. And if we're not done, if it's not like whatever time I want to end the stream at that point, we'll do a Mythic Plus. Definitely want to do Azure Vault and Ultimate though, for sure. We'll see. Maybe I'll skip Not Good and just do Mythic Plus instead. Alright, yeah. You guys sign up. Let me know that you're in the queue and I'll get you in. That hat would protect your head very well, except from the sun. I almost got moonburn last night. We were outside for so long, man. Alright, this is... I'm gonna get him in this time, because this is... I missed him last time. Who else? Just sign... yeah, you can just sign up, Paxton. Perlo. There you are. Alright, anybody, was there somebody else? Now we'll fill up Tokugawa. Look at that guy. That guy, Japan's. Take the shaman. I can DPS instead. You're on the boomkin, the psycho boomy or whatever. Yeah, if you want to come with CPS, that's fine. Should be a nice romp. When are we gonna farm 6 for crests? When are we gonna? You mean when are you gonna do it? I'm never gonna do it, but you can do it. That'll be totally up to you, man. Whenever you think is the right choice to start, you can start. You know, feel it out. Don't rush into it. Take your time with it. Should have some cards coming today as well. Let's see what the tracking looks like on this. I thought you might do that with the chat. No, I don't farm. That ain't me. Purchases. Let's see. Friday, July 5th. So let's see. It says out for delivery, so it should be here today for sure. That one, and then this one out for delivery as well. So yeah, 2 of them arriving today. And then the Diancie, which was the 3rd card I ordered, only just shipped today, which is ridiculous. Took them 4 days to ship it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tub mentioned. Was it Brilliant Stars that we were talking about? Or was it a different set? Let's see the cards. Oh, that's nice. That's not bad. Brilliant Stars is the one with the Misty, isn't it? Boss's Orders as well. That's different. Charizard V-Star. Galarian Moltres from Chilling Reign. That's it, Chilling Reign. This one? Oh, that's kind of good looking, yeah. A little too noisy, I think, for me, but pretty expensive card. Yeah, PSA 10, 180, 1 sale per, or 280, 1 sale per day. That's definitely not in our budget. I'm looking for cards that sell frequently, but not for a lot, so I can flip them easy. If I can buy them for like 20 bucks and flip them for 40, that'd be perfect. There's also Celebi from Fusion Strike. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. That's not bad. PSA 946. So that should be pretty easy to find for like under $30. All right, that's not bad. And that's selling 1 per day at 9 too, so that's pretty good. Keep looking at Brilliant Stars though. I think that's the one with the Misty, isn't it? I don't remember that Misty we looked at the other day. That one's like so good looking. I don't remember what set that was from. Launch Crow, okay. Nah, that's not good. Some of the art, like depictions of the characters, really ruins it for me. They're just too loud. Some of them you can't even fucking tell what the Pokemon is either. Like if you didn't have the name of the Pokemon on it, you would have no idea what that card was. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much just the Charizard. Everything else is very, very weak. That's a nice one though, man. Charizard is just too popular. I'll never get Charizard cheap. Like I'll never be able to flip a Charizard. There's too many fucking cards, like, or too many sets. I can't keep, like, I don't know which ones are worth looking at. Brown Zenith, that's like new, right? Silver Tempest. He's like Lugia. That's the highest one, really. Oh, here's a Rayquaza. Oh, that's the Dragon Tamer character. I have that character in my Pokemon game. whatever that character's name is. That's my problem. The sets release too quickly. It's absurd how, yeah, they come out every few months, it seems. Never seen you play anything but Blood DK. Oh, really? I guess we'll just stop this from happening. Yeah, I haven't played Ocelot recently. Alright, I guess we won't stop it. Got it.
Their gaze pierces all. If they see you, all nearby
Just watched the video you put out 11 days ago, how the 3.1k player was invited to a 9 and they trolled the guy. Keep that content coming. I wish I could. Yeah, that's like once in a season type content. So if you guys are out there running content and shit like that's happening, please fucking record it and send it in, man. I'd be so grateful. That's once in a long time content right there. But we do have a lot of stuff that's somewhat similar coming soon. Magic is worse. Crazy product release schedule. Something every month. Oh, really? Did you run LFR at all? No, I'm not doing LFR. Hey Metro, how goes at Rage Vision? What's up, buddy? Welcome.
Beware.
How do you want to get the bullions then? I won't be, yeah. Same way I got the bullions on my Death Knight. Not.
the sundered flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers they meddle with.
Standard set, Commander set, Modern Horizon 3 just came out. It's secret layer, special arts, more and more. And the problem with that many sets being there is it's hard to get cards to be valuable when they release that many of them, right? Like the 151 is a rare one because of how, you know, uber popular Gen 1 is. But like if you look at the sets that come out before and after it, there's like usually like 5 cards that resell and everything else is just like a couple, like $2 basically. And it's like I guess they're making money on the packs. I don't care about people having a market for it, but it just seems really bad business to keep that going like that. Like I can't imagine people actively are able to spend money to buy all of them. Like you have to pick and choose, right? Like there's no way you can get a master set of every one of these releases. You'd be fucking spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Beware.
What's wrong with the bullion stuff? Nothing, what do you mean? You just don't like raiding. I hate LFR especially.
Beware.
I used to raid for a long time. I don't enjoy it anymore, but LFR is just awful. Terrible, terrible time. I don't enjoy doing it.
Beware.
I think I'm gonna change these keybinds though. I don't really ever use that spell.
Beware.
Officially, Wizards of the Coast does not recognize the secondary market, likely because of fear of getting sued. Ah, yeah, there you go. So that's why they do it then, because this is just like their way of maximizing their profits in their current market. I guess it's illegal though, right? Like, because I don't know like how you don't have people who like work at the company just taking the cards and just selling them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that part goes. You would think it would be way easier to make money just selling the cards individually, as if you had the power to do that. Okay, we reflect that. That's pretty good.
Beware.
I used to hate LFR too. I don't mind it for the bullions. It's way better than it used to be. Yeah, no doubt. Haven't done LFR in a few seasons. I did it a few days ago. Some dude got 2 pieces I needed for transmog from a single boss. I thought Blizzard fixed that stuff. To my knowledge, you're not able to get 2 pieces from one boss, but I don't know. It doesn't really even make sense. I would assume they have a non-compete or NDA type deal. Yeah, no doubt, but it must be really hard. It must be really hard to keep that in control. Imagine when you print that fucking full page of Charizards out, you're like, well, I could take this and make hundreds of thousands of dollars, or I can keep working at this company. There was a video I saw a while ago where somebody sold, like, they had a fucking stack of Moonbrowns, like 50 or something like that. That guy probably did that, huh?
Beware.
Just gonna hold on to these till my NDA is expired? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe it. Some of the old Magic artists got to keep prototypes. From what I understand, they're under heavy NDA and they can never sell them. Oh, really? I know about an author, Magic the Gathering author from the early days. He got given a box of alpha Magic the Gathering cards, and he sold them for like $250,000 or something like that recently. Currently, Prot Pally and Prot Warrior have the highest APM of tanks. Had no idea. You have no idea because it doesn't matter. There's a global cooldown. It's just like pointless to care about that. I guess we should not pull these, right? Artist proofs are free game. Oh. Artist proofs are free game though, with several on the market. What does proofs mean? Artist rendition of cards. Oh, like fake cards that the artist made. Oh, you mean like a non-employed by Magic the Gathering artist? Is that what you're saying? Posters. Oh, okay. Blank back cards. They test for measurements and alignments and stuff. Oh. I have no idea. Not getting that deep into it, I guess. It's the same thing as the sneaker market. The company itself doesn't care about resale. That's strange. I wouldn't say sneakers are easy to collect. It requires a lot more work to just sell a card on eBay, right? Or a lot less work.
Beware.
You have to get the sneakers authenticated. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Using sneakers, probably far more common than the alternative there. Graded sneakers, I'm sure that's a thing. Hippo, what's up, buddy? How's life treating you? It's good now, man. I'm liking it. I might continue. We'll see. That's a joke. What else? I really got into Magic the Gathering card reselling, but it's too expensive now. I got rid of my collection over 10 years ago, and I'm glad I did, even if it's worth more now. Sweet. Yeah, that's kind of what we've been getting into. We've been getting into buying and reselling Pokemon cards. It's been quite addictive, but I feel like I'm probably wasting a lot of my money on it. It's not going to be as profitable as I think it is, but we'll see. Takes so long for the cards to get shipped to me, so we'll see how long it takes my attention span to catch up. What else? Or like that? Nope.
Beware. Beware.
We just do this without needing the cloak or anything. We can just jump down, right? Yeah, that makes it easy. Many classic cards getting reprinted is nice, but they're changing many to be at a higher rarity and not really fixing the supply and price problem. When they do that, is it looked at like as a different card in Magic together? And in Pokemon, it seems like it's a different card. Like there's a lot of cards that have the exact same art, but they're not the same card, so they're not collected the same way. I assume that's the same way in all the trading cards, right?
Yes, yes. So beautiful. So powerful. All for me.
Beware.
Same card if it's printed in a legal set. Huh.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Cards like Demonic Tutor, originally being an uncommon, reprinted as Mythic. Mythic is one of in the 8 rares with 1 guaranteed in each pack. But it's a different, like, it would not be collected the same way, right? It's like that's not the same card, right? People actually not look at it that way or no? Like surely if they change the rarity of the card, it's clearly a different card. Even if everything else is visually the same. Wow, Shockwave hits all the way over there? Holy shit. It's powerful.
Beware. Beware.
Correct, if it is a different card version to version, and the price for each version reflects that. Oh, you were talking about gameplay wise. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's a hard. Yeah, there's so many different facets, right? Like, are we talking about collecting versus playing? Like, you know what I mean? There's so many different reasons to think about the games. Can't grip that, so I guess we'll just charge over to it. If we run away from the boss, does it still hit us with their mechanic?
Take care of them.
Presumably. Prot Warrior is a bit spammy. Yeah, a little bit, but you can macro shield block into everything else, and that makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you're basically hitting 2 defensive CDs constantly. Which is not for me.
Take care of them. Shred you.
Beware.
Me. Take care of them. Shred you.
Beware.
Pokemon have cards with the same name that do different things, like the exact same name? Well, yes, but that's because Pokemon cards are all Pokemon. Or, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you got a Pikachu from Jungle and a Pikachu from base set, they don't have the same moves. You know what I mean? There's not, like, random creatures created for the game.
Poor Ash.
So every single card is going to be a Pokemon, and obviously,
I should have
like,
spoken.
Pikachu exists in, like, probably hundreds of different sets at this point.
This door.
So every Pikachu is going to be different
Sense of
abilities or
breach
moves or whatever you would say, you know?
The sunlit flame must be this way.
Tear this place apart if you have to. I will expose whatever secrets she locked away within these vaults.
Talansh must not break the final seal. The consequences will be dire. Please, hurry.
For competitive Pokemon, use the best version of the evolutionary line. My current deck plays 2 different Pidgeys. Oh, okay. There you go. Good example. Sorry with making coffee. APM matters because haste and off-global abilities. Does it? Never mattered to me. There's very few off-global abilities in the game. That seems wild at first, but it's no different than memorize loads of magic cards. Right, yeah, it's just because of the format of it. It's like... It'd be like if every elf was one elf in Magic the Gathering, you know what I mean? They're all the same type of card, but they just have different names because they make different names for profit, basically. Like, in the fantasy world, it would be like if like one Elven Ranger had different stats than another. That would be totally normal. What is APM? It stands for actions per minute, which is usually something that people talk about in a competitive game where there is no limit to how many actions you can spend. People do that to compare the skill of the player versus the actual requirements. Like if you're like 1,000 APM player, it means you're like a fucking monster. But to be like inputting 1,000 APM in WoW would mean you're just spamming buttons that don't do anything. That's the fucking global cooldown. Yeah, StarCraft, RTS games like that, games that are actually like, you know, click-based basically, more than just use of spells. Can you actually macro shield block? Yep, that's what I did. It's not perfect. Like if you're ever fighting purely magic, you're wasting rage every time you use it, but I don't think it really matters. I can't play Fury Warrior because I ran out of fingers. It's Jace the Mind Sculptor, Jace the Perfected Mind, ET. Yeah, there you go. Same character, but different names. I guess that's a good point. Just skip all that. Oh, yeah, I guess we just kill it. No reason to be skipping shit. In NA you can only use English cards. Admittedly, the Japanese cards can have different card backs. Pokemon has a lot of rules like that. Oh, like in the competitive scene, you're only allowed to use English cards. It's interesting. Is it common that you use like a very high value card in Pokemon? Like, I know in Magic the Gathering it's very common, but in Pokemon I feel like it's probably most of the competitive cards are not like the top earners, right?
What is she hiding? Did she send you?
Can we spell reflect this mechanic? You can AMS it.
Freeze!
Nope. That doesn't happen in Pokemon. It's always Pikachu. Right. Yeah, there's no... It's... Like, the only titles you get are ones that are in the game. Like, Pokemon... Like... I don't know what EX even stands for, but, like, shit like that. Like... Not modification. Not Pikachu the hero or something like that, you know? Back in the day, Shaman was like $1 billion and you needed 4 in every deck, but they've been pretty good about reprints. Oh, really? Which one? Like, which set? Because, like, I bet that's probably another thing that I would need to learn if I wanted to truly make money from this. You need to find cards that can resell for both profit, but also for competitive play. Like, both to collectors and competitors. Magic has tons of meta decks with 4 rares and 40 uncommons. Oh, does it? All I know is I looked at, like, Magic a while ago, and they had, like, a thing called Popper, which is meant to be for, like, people who can't afford to play the true game. And I was looking at, like, the decks from Popper versus decks from the top game, and it was, like, magnitudes of 100 difference. Shaman EX Roaring Skies. Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
Now you will eat.
Oh, it's just a regular one, or, like, is there a full art version of that? Or it's just a regular card? Still goes for $80 PSA, 2 sales per year only though, so I guess nobody cares about it.
Her secrets will be mine.
They do have their fair share of expensive decks, as there was a very popular deck named Money Pile back in Modern a few years ago. Yeah, last I looked at it, it was obviously very casual to look at it, but regardless, it was very expensive to play Magic competitively. Whereas Pokemon seems like it would be way cheaper because there's only 1 or 2 good cards per. But is it like Magic where you can only use cards from certain eras, or how does that work? Can you use any card from any era?
We are too late.
Both versions were $1 billion, but I believe it got banned, which caused the price to drop. Oh. The Shaman is not usable in the game anymore. When did Roaring Skies even come out? The top card is a Rayquaza that's only $47. That card looks awful too. WoW seems so bad now. I used to play in high school though. Oh, talking about Magic, nuts. Wow. Magic is definitely probably very hard to keep up with, huh? Yeah, WoW is pretty shit too, bro. Depends on the rules of the format you were playing. Some use very expensive decks, others don't. Depends on the format. Standard is like a few years. Pioneer is a bit older, then Modern, then Legacy, then Vintage. Wow, there's so much to do. So crazy. Oops, just randomly Shockwave. Pokemon doesn't have a rotation does have a rotation every September for certain sets in a format called Standard. And has a format called Extended, which is mostly all cards printed. Okay. And how many cards can you have in a Pokemon deck? You guys know a lot about this shit, huh? I guess the competitive side of the game is very popular still, too. I'm really shocked to see how active Pokemon cards still are. Kind of crazy. Hey, you can reflect this, huh? Doesn't look like it. $60 cards in every deck, got it. WoW apparently has a huge overlap with card games. Yeah, that's cool. Happy about that. One of the reasons Hearthstone did so well? You can just draft if you want competitive Magic experience that isn't too expensive. What does draft mean? COVID really brought out all the collectors. Yeah, maybe. This fight would probably be quite hard for Warrior. It's hard for Blood DK. Draft means you play with the cards you open rather than the cards you bring. Everyone opens 3 packs, passing cards to each other, and you build a deck that way. It must be made of hide. What? Oh, I just got a random achievement.
Dear one. He knew that wild magic was dangerous, but he meddled with it anyway. By the time I found him,
Is that enough?
he could
3
not
packs?
stop.
How many cards are in a pack?
I
What do you
placed
build,
him
like
in
a really
stasis
small
till I
deck?
could find a
Thanks for
proper
the invites.
home.
Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it.
And then
We get again no loot. Wow, man, we really getting fucked on loot with this character.
Champion, you did what was needed.
To use Victory
Ended
Rush,
his
yes.
suffering.
Draft, well, I use Impending Victory, but yeah. Draft is a
I am
pick.
but a
Is
simulacrum.
pick a card from pack and pass it down the table. Everyone takes 1 card and gives the next person their pack with 1 less card.
Please.
Yeah, that just doesn't sound like enough cards, but yeah. That's kind of cool, I guess. Is it not hard to build a deck when you don't even have any like type of cohesion between the deck you're building? It's probably just, you probably just get whatever the best card is and that's it, right? Draft decks are 40 cards including free basic land. Oh, so you don't have to worry about land. Land is such a unique concept, I feel like. But I guess Pokemon has energy, right? Alright, I'm probably going to do the rest of these zeros, and we'll see where we're at time-wise. I may call it a little early at that point. That's the skill of drafting, putting together a deck while being passed a new deck, a new pack. But you can't possibly know, right? Like, what? How would you ever... What kind of skill is there? You just take whatever the highest, like, value card is, right? That's it. You have to read what everyone else is giving to you to build a cohesive deck. Oh, wait, what does that mean? You're like, okay, he passed on this. That must mean something? Is that what you're saying? It's kind of interesting, I guess. High value, then after you get your colors worked out, you then go for synergy. Oh, right, colors, right, duh. You can't just take the highest value card, obviously. You have to, can't have 5 different types of mana or whatever, right? A card that you think is good but has passed to you, maybe this archetype will be open for you. Interesting. Yeah, so that means that, like, if for some reason the cards were all the same and the guy kept passing on that same type of card, that would mean that you're going to get every one of those cards. He's never going to take it. That's interesting. Okay, I see what you mean now. Then you have to get lucky that those cards are represented well, right? I don't know how many different archetypes there are in that way. Might end up with like totally uncohesive. Yeah, there's a lot, right? So it's like unlikely that you'll even be able to maintain one archetype.
Good.
The thing
You're
you could
here.
be going for could 100% not be the open
I
or the
welcome
cards not in the pack,
Onar's
yeah.
rage. When the winds are still, I will
Or it could
suspect
just have
the
really
worst.
shitty art. So like I would never play cards with bad art, like we were saying.
Tirai, Shikar, and Onir clans must rally to free her and defeat Balakar Khan.
The hell is this card? Is this fucking signed? What is this?
Do what must be done to prepare them.
Is that a signature? What is that? Is that on the card?
Outside Nokudun Hold. I will await you there.
Anyway, it looks like we're ready. Everybody gets here quick.
Time grows short. Ride the wings of Onara's
Some mechanics aren't really
Richmond.
reasonable to try and draft for either. Oh no, like super specific combinations probably can't be guaranteed. How the hell are we gonna gather these packs? Wait, where even are we?
The proto dragon Granite was nearly in our
They're just
grasp
not in the
when
same
Balakhar's
spot, I guess.
warriors ambushed us.
We won't bother. We don't need to pull them.
Weapons of war and drive the Nokud back.
That's the pack, right?
When
No, we're at the
Granite
wrong one. I just did the third one. I see.
our purposes can align.
For some reason I got really confused there when I flew. Hey Deguino, what's up buddy? How's it going, man? Welcome. After Hearthstone, I would never go back to a physical card system. Oh no. Have you considered how this all got brought up though? It all got brought up because I'm trying to like flip cards. So I guess if you're talking about in terms of playing a competitive card game, I could see why you would say that, definitely, because it's probably way easier to play that game than it is any other card game. But if you're talking about like market permanence, obviously Hearthstone has 0. Like you can't resell your cards whatsoever, so it's kind of silly to invest money into a card game. Obviously it'd be easier to do it into real cards, because at worst you can back out whenever you want. Reanimator effects that return cards from the graveyard to the battlefield are fairly rarely printed, maybe one in the set. Oh, okay, interesting. So it'd be very unlikely that you get enough to make any use of. That's very interesting. Dude, there's so much meta to Magic, isn't there? You have to be like a wizard of the shit, a wizard of the coast, probably, actually. Just missed 16 Nelf by 13 seconds with 2 deaths. Yeah, that dungeon sucks. Tough one. Tyrannical too, man. That sucks. So we're gonna just skip that. Where's the patrol? I actually don't even know. Oh, there it is. Maybe risky to try to skip it. It's not getting skipped. And this is gonna be really sloppy with non-blood DK. How do people who don't have grips do these packs? I just have no idea how you would even gather this. The mobs are all spread out everywhere.
Nearly there. See to the final weapon. Beware.
Brewmaster, you just hope for the best. Or at least you could ring them a little bit closer. Seems like impossible. Run with the Resto Druid? It's not gonna help get them in. I wish Guardian Druid had Solar Beam. Yeah, Solar Beam should be a class talent. It would change so much about the class's weaknesses. Gonna pick up Stormbolt talent? No. My talents are done. I'm done thinking about them for a while.
Beware. The battle has turned. The weapons
Okay.
are ours. Worthless. I will dispose of the outsiders myself. Granite has landed. Strike now. Die. This land is mine. Tremble before primal power.
Using Grand Scale against him, he's gonna be pissed. Does Pokemon have the same approachability problem Magic has? I don't know anything about Magic. Well, I'm not even sure what you mean. In terms of what? Collecting every single card? Yes, obviously. But I think, like, from what I've been doing, it's actually very easy to approach Pokemon. Because there's only a few cards that are worth anything at all in every single set. You literally go to a website, see what the highest card is. It's usually like $150 ungraded at best. And then everything else is like 50 or less. So if you wanted to invest, you would just buy like a couple of those cards and just sit on them and then hope you're getting money back years from now. Basically, that'd be how I would do it. If I actually had the money to do that, but I don't. So I'm trying to buy like the low value cards and try to flip them instead. The best Pokemon deck is $72. Oh, you're talking about that? Yeah. Prot Warrior is really fun, but it's annoying to go from a healing class. Yeah. Well, actually, it's kind of refreshing for that. It's definitely hard because, like, it's so different from Blood DK, but at the same time, I like that it's so different. It feels like I'm playing a different role or something even. It doesn't feel like a tank is all. Like, after Blood DK being my only tank, it doesn't feel like the same thing. Alright, I finally got a good upgrade. I still need a fucking weapon so bad though, man. We're not gonna get a weapon, are we? There's 3K cards in the smallest format. And most decent decks ranging from $400 to $800. Gotcha. Is that what you meant about just like being able to afford the decks?
Clan Nokud has used Onara's song to conjure an avatar of the storm. Blasphemy! The storm must be quieted and the elemental within it defeated before Clan
Oh, we don't. That should have been on me. I think we could have spell reflected that.
Primalist allies have placed totems that protect this raging tempest. Find them and destroy them.
Get the Bullion proc one-hander. Ah, no, I won't be doing any raids.
Truly a blasphemous item. Continue your work.
You can spend like $30 on Pokemon TCG Live and $72 on your deck online and in paper. Oh yeah, Pokemon TCG Live. I keep getting those things every time I buy a pack. It's kind of, they're really trying to push that, huh? I don't think I would enjoy the actual game. I've kind of always slightly liked card games, playing them, but they're just not like, yeah, again, I'd probably just play Hearthstone. Hearthstone makes more sense to me than Magic the Gathering does. I tried to play Magic the Gathering on that like free, like that Forge thing. It's kind of cool to do that, but it's also like just super confusing. Like there's just way too many cards to understand them all, and there's too many mechanics. Hearthstone just makes more sense to me. And also the thing about Hearthstone is like the fact that you can attack what you want. That's a big difference in Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. It's very confusing to know when I should attack. Like I try to learn from the AI in that game, and it's like the AI like doesn't attack like almost any turn, and it makes me realize like, oh, that's probably what you're supposed to do in Magic the Gathering, huh? You don't attack if the Pokemon, if the creature that you're attacking with could die. You only attack when it's obvious. Magic the Gathering Arena has that for pack redeems, but can't do anything for your singles. Yeah. Is that like that in Pokemon 2 where you just get a random pack? You don't actually get the exact same cards that you got in the pack, right? One LFR will get you four 2x bullions. Yeah, I'm not interested though. This is just for fun. I do not enjoy raiding. Especially not LFR, so I won't be bothering. Plus I like to see like exactly what like the ground up gearing looks like for Mythic Plus. Arena is so predatory. I had all the cards up to the War of the Spark and just decided to not play standard anymore. I mean predatory. All old chat mods will donate $5 if Stolen Breath of Onara drops off any party member. All old chat mods? What does that mean? Predatory in the sense that collecting cards takes quite some time if you're not breaking out the wallet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess because you're playing against other people, but once I found out about that forge thing, it's like I don't just play that if I ever wanted to play Magic the Gathering stuff. Totally free, and every single card is at your disposal. All cards are the same value, and it's incredibly hard to buy into a new deck. There's no real good crafting system like the other TCG clients. Oh, really? That's weird. Every card has the same value. That's surprising. The current largest card pool on Arena is a bank buster. Jeez. And it's just purely online, right? Like that kind of shit sucks. That's what I was saying about Hearthstone. Like I would never put money into it because there's no resale. You're basically just playing a game and paying a lot of money to play it. Every card of the same rarity is considered the same value, huh? And what is the value of one card? Is that something that Wizard of the Coast sets or whoever makes that game? Monk Tank 1 tier gear looks like, I think, in the War Within. Oh yeah, like they have the best set, you mean? I haven't seen it. Isn't that golf though? You're just doing it as a hobby? Yeah, it is, but compare Hearthstone to WoW, right? How much money I have to spend on WoW compared to Hearthstone. Hearthstone's like hundreds of dollars more if you want everything that you want. That's why I said, like, WoW is really, like, WoW has spoiled me. Like, it is the best value in gaming. And other games have a lot of trouble competing. Are you talking about looks? Oh yeah, the monk set bonus is very nice looking, or the monk set is very nice looking. I agree.
Beware.
Can we spell reflect that? Nope. All right, AMS reigning supreme in a couple cases here. 4 rares to buy are $10. 4 mythics are $20, with many decks being comprised of usually 40 rares and 20 mythics. Jeez. And it's probably impossible to play without the good decks in that game, right? It was hard enough in Hearthstone when you couldn't actually buy cards individually. I actually really like how Hearthstone handles its monetization, even though it's super expensive. Hearthstone isn't too much once you start playing and only stick to standard, because I disenchant all cards that aren't standard. Oh, well, that's a good way to do it, yeah. See, when last I played it, there wasn't even those different modes, really, so...
Beware.
Arena also has formats that don't exist outside that client. I played Arena to practice for paper tournaments, but now that's not really reasonable. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's weird. You can make competitive decks with mainly commons and uncommons, but it depends. Also, there's no disenchanting mechanic. So you're saying you can get cards from packs on there that you can't even resell? That have no value to you whatsoever after you have 4? What the fuck? Is that a scam? Is that legal? That's crazy. That is so different from the paper card game. It's hard to believe why I would ever even think about playing that. Wow, that's crazy. So you can't sell them to other people, right? You have to buy them from like the store, basically. You cannot. Okay. Unlucker. Yeah, that game sounds like sounds like a racket. Not for me. You can't, but there are millions of bots who farm free packs to sell the accounts instead. Oh, that's interesting. That's a curious thing to hear somebody talk about in with like happiness.
Eagles will feast on your flesh.
It's rough, but you just commit to never spending any money. Oh yeah, like if you basically play the game only. But don't you just get owned? You don't just get owned? Because I remember even in Hearthstone, if like you basically never spend any money, you're like, oh man, you're fucked. You're making me want to go to my mom's and check my card books. I have had there since 20 years ago. You should, dude. Like this is exciting because it's true. Like, yeah, I guess maybe the markets are down or something like somebody was saying yesterday, but I don't really think they are. Like, I mean, they're down from maybe an astronomical amount. You could seriously make some good money, and it's very fun. Like, the way I look at it is those cards are useless to me, dude. I didn't even think about them for 20 years. So why would I not sell them? You know what I mean? They were not even in my peripheral view, let alone something I thought about regularly. And now they're going to potentially get me thousands of dollars over the next few years. It's awesome. Like, I love that. It's such a cool little thing to know that, like, investments that were made when I was very young are paying off, and especially related to gaming. Like, it's one thing to put money in a fucking bond or something and then cash that out years later, but that's boring. This is fun. Like, getting to see the market, getting to think about what the cards are worth. Like, okay, this guy gave me $5 for a $3 card. I made money. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that. It's like, it's really a very fun part. It actually feels like all of a sudden I care about money. For years, I've like had no connection to money or financial value of things. It always felt like very perfunctory. Like, this is a mandatory part of life. I will only interact with it in a way that gets me by. But now that I have a reason to invest money into something that I actually care about and potentially can make money from it, I'm like all in. I'm like super invested. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I see why you guys care about crypto and bullshit like that. Like, oh, it makes a lot of sense. I feel the way that everybody has always felt about money all of a sudden. I even have cards from the 95 Bulls. Yeah, sports cards, I don't know. Like, that's the next frontier maybe after I'm all set on the other cards, because there should be a lot of sports cards upstairs too. The Pokemon market is down in the sense that a few years ago you used to be able to buy a booster box and guarantee to get your money back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need that. You def get owned if you're trying to be competitive and free to play. Yeah. If you're a decent player beforehand, you get enough wild cards standing out to make a competitive deck, and a competitive deck within a week or so. Gotcha. Sorry, these people are probably like, shut the fuck up already. I want to talk about WoW.
This is what you shall pay for this blasphemy with your lives. Run away, little girl. Run away. This is the end, Defilers.
Split them up, no problem. I haven't really got much gear on this character, but it's already starting to feel like I should be doing harder content though. I definitely wanted to do Ultimate, but at this rate, I think I might maybe I'll just do a Mythic Plus instead after this. Just do like the key I have and see how it goes, maybe. We're not really getting loot anyway, so I don't know if that's just bad luck or what, but it's not like we're turning down good chances at loot. I just really wanted to try to get a weapon, so maybe what we'll do is we'll see if Ultimate has a weapon.
Wind guides my arrows. Run away, little girl.
That's generally how I feel, but I am an adult that can tune out conversations I don't care about. Yeah, no doubt. You get into pretty, like, serious conversations about things not related to the game at all, and I'm sure that's a turnout for people, but we are who we are. Can't help you.
Peace at last.
Oh, look at that chest. That looks awesome.
Protect.
I haven't seen a chest in some of these bosses in fucking years.
Balakar Khan is beyond mercy. Clan Tirai will join our Khan at Nokuda.
Don't feel bad about it, but it's an inevitability. We basically have talked about nothing but Pokemon or Magic the Gathering cards since the last AV ended. So it's not... Oh. Wrong place. So I wouldn't be surprised if people were upset about that.
I will use Onara's power for more than breezes and blessings. My storm will bring forth a mightier Maruk. Greatness awaits us.
That was my fault. I guess I wasn't close enough. I'm gonna try to get him charged into the wall here. Do you have or have you considered doing spec guides for something like WoW? No, definitely not. I would never even think about doing a guide like that. Those things are like, they're good for beginners, but it causes more problems than the alternative, honestly. Any place where there can't be a discuss, like, I guess there is the comment section of Wowhead, but I wouldn't really say it fosters discussion very well. Any place where there can't be like questions asked and answered very easily, I don't have any interest in participating. A text guide could be a good place, but I would only ever do it like Kyrasis did, where I'd make a document to go alongside the content. Like if I ever made a guide, it would be a YouTube video, and then I would have like a text guide to keep updated kind of thing. But yeah, even that, I don't guides are, I'm done making stuff like that. They're bad for everybody, I feel like. People then think like this is the only way to play, and it's really detrimental to learning your character. It basically has the opposite effect of why the guide was made in the first place. I'm following a guide. I'm the best I can be. The opposite. Bet we can spell like that. How many times have you been asked why you haven't taken Ravager? Not today once. Yesterday it was a quite often topic. Why haven't you taken Ravager? What's up, typical Zergling? What's up, man? Glad to see you here. How the hell are you? This guy is a fucking genius. He hooked me up with a working damage type weak ore on the beta, and moving forward he says he's going to help maintain it. Huge. That's so generous, to be honest. So I'm really happy about that. That was like my biggest concern, because I'm like literally gonna fucking suck if I can't. If that weak ore didn't work in Dragonflight or in Shadow or Within, I would be totally fucked. Has it been working well for you? To be honest, I have not gone on the beta since you gave it to me. So I assume it's working, but yeah, I mean, one way or the other. Thanks. All right, we did get a piece of gear that time.
Balakar's weapon will be
We can actually go
broken.
make 4 set now.
He will not take
I'm
a
currently
place
leveling a
of
Prot warrior,
honor
and it's fun to
in
spend
the
talents and build it in a way that I think will work instead of just checking a build on a site. Exactly. You'll learn way more
My thanks, outsider.
about the character you're playing by experimenting yourself and just taking somebody else's word for gospel.
Clan Noku.
The damage type
will
weak.
be healed.
Maybe he could explain why it was broken. I have no idea, but yeah, a lot of weak cores are broken. Like pretty much, I would need help with a lot of different weak cores, but the rest of them aren't anywhere near as crucial. So if it's like an easy fix, like to fix any weak core, because like it seems like any weak core that displays numbers doesn't work anymore, and I don't know why. I think you maybe even explained it in the email, but
I have many
maybe you want to summarize for everybody.
Beware of Yeti.
Not private ores, no. They changed something about how you get values of something, I think. TLDR is Blizzard changed the API methods that give the string values. Yeah, there you go. So it'd be simply just replacing the old API methods with the new ones. Is that all you would ever have to do, or is there more to it than that? It'd be nice if Blizzard would stop breaking every single user-facing API every single minor patch. They don't. It's usually only every major expansion. And it's not even, like, most of the stuff didn't break. It's just one thing that broke for me. So that's not really that big of a deal. Just happened to be the most important thing I use. Add-ons break every minor patch. No, they don't. Not my, like that's I said. I haven't used that damage type. I have used that damage type weak core since Legion, and it has not been updated since Legion. This is the first time it's been needing to be updated. I did more with the weak cores than that, but to get it working, yeah, all you need to do is swap the API calls to the new method. Okay. Some add-ons are more stable than others. Well, I guess it depends on what we're talking about. Like, by break, do you mean like totally non-functional? Because that's obviously false. But do you mean should be updated for the stability of the add-on? Obviously, that's true, yes. But 90% of people out there just get their add-ons updated and they don't interact with them past that. If you're talking about like core functionality has changed of the add-on with the new expansion, that almost never happens. Certainly doesn't happen every patch. They don't change the API in patches. That's something they do in between expansions, from what I could tell. I work as a software engineer. Our customers would kill us if we broke APIs like Blizzard does. That's because the APIs you work with are something that the customer needs to interact with. Add-ons are not forced, by Blizzard. They're not telling you you need to be able to use add-ons. You're not paying Blizzard to use add-ons. Anyway, look at all the cool hats. Look at all the hats I have now. Jesus. Suddenly got mad hats. But anyway, let's take a look at the set bonus.
Find good trails.
Daybreak broke the decklist API website for MTG for Magic the Gathering. Daybreak. Is that a company? Oh, you mean the Holy Pally spell. For each bleed effect consumed by a target, your damage taken is reduced by an additional 2% when Shield Slam consumes a bleed. The cooldown of Thunderclap is reset. Oh yeah, that's right. We read that before. Alright, well anyway, let's see if Uldaman has gear I need. And if not, I'm just going to start doing Mythic Plus. Yeah, it has a shield. But that's it. I guess it's worth it just for the shield, because we have a very bad shield. Alright, we'll do Uldaman, and then that's the last Mythic Zero we're going to do forever, probably. Then I'll probably do 1-0 or 1-2, and we'll see how that goes. There was a huge revel about card values and stuff, and it pissed people off. Oh yeah. SOE changed their name to Daybreak Games. Apparently, nobody thought to say it out loud first. Daybreak Games. Why? What is that? I missed the beginning of the stream yesterday. Is there a reason you aren't sending over boxes from your Death Knight? I did, yeah. This is all I've gotten from it. I got gloves, helmet, cloak, and one or two other items. I got the trinket. That was actually pretty good. Daybreak Games. Oh, yeah, duh. That's funny. That's not a very good name. You're right. Oh, they did it. They figured it out. They figured out how to break it. Yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate name there. People do sign up for zeros. You guys, not to say anybody did anything bad, but like when I started talking about this, people were like, you're not really going to be able to find groups for zeros. Well, you were wrong. Whoever said that was way wrong. Blaine's Charizard 10, $1,750. 0 bids. 1 minute left. I don't think anybody's gonna bid on that. 10. Is it really worth that much at 10? I guess so. Oh, it has a fighting symbol. What is that? Error fighting symbol? Oh yeah, for the resistance. It's because they are running as a tank. It's because you are running as a tank. Starting as 0 as a DPS is really annoying to fill. Oh yeah, maybe. But obviously you can just play a tank if you want. So far, all the teams are playing the same comp in the Great Push. Besides, one team played a lock instead of mage. And the key started at 14. Oh, 14, jeez. Well. Good luck to them. The hard life of a DPS is finding a group, lol. I was just saying there's a lot of people signing up, so it's really not that crazy. Gonna be pretty boring, I think, until the end. Yeah. Always is. That's why I don't watch it. No offense to anybody who watches it. Obviously, you're welcome to enjoy it. But compared to like yeah, just like watching sports compared to watching WoW MDI, it's like, wow. There's so much downtime as well, I feel like people just the equivalent of like Stephen A. Smith, they just talk for like 30 minutes. The best part is to find new tech to try on live servers. Yeah, if you feel like you're able to do that, that's probably the best part. Like, did you know Shadow Priest can pull mobs like 100 yards away through walls? People have been doing it in Hoi. No, how? Mainstream for MDI and GP is almost always unwatchable, so I watch Grawl. Oh, he like watches it live? Is that what's... That's actually interesting. Did not know they allowed co-streaming. Yeah, I don't know that they do, to be honest, but I guess it's Twitch that gets away, that allows it. What's this card? Either Foundation Employee 10. It's only $20 right now. Probably not gonna sell. PSA 10 is $34, one sale per week. Oh, $10 shipping, that's why. Anyway, I don't know 100%, but it requires a macro and void torrent. When you void torrent, it spawns a pet for the Shadow Priest who has like unlimited range on its spells. Grawl does a watch party, good. But does he actually show it? Oh, so they're like, they actually allow it no matter what. So we can do it too? Yeah, I would never do it. I'd be bored after 30 minutes of watching probably, but. He's on the Warcraft Twitch stream, but mutes the casters and just chats. That's pretty cool. That's actually a great way to watch it, probably. That's probably a way better way to watch it than the actual live. Yeah, because, like, no offense, I don't have anything against those guys, but man, are they hard to listen to. I don't really like that kind of commentary anyway, I guess that's the difference is. They're constantly just trying to be, like, so energetic, like. I don't know, when you listen to like sports commentators, like they are more than happy to just be silent at times or just talk about things that aren't related to the game for a few minutes just to kind of keep the commentary feeling organic. It's ironic, said one time it's not meant for people who know what they're doing. What does that mean? Like they're explaining it in a way that they expect people to not care unless they have no idea what they're saying or something. I don't get it.
To reclaim our legacy, we aspects must restore the powers we
I need to pull that back.
to defeat Deathward.
This guy's a basilisk with him? I didn't even realize.
Run away, little girl.
Lies a vault that holds a disc of Keeper Tyr's memories. Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
They treat the mainstream like you're new to the content. Oh. That's not my experience, to be honest. Maybe, though, I guess if you think about it, they might do it more than you realize.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. What's this?
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Here to take our riches.
That was the wrong button.
Have we found any witches? We've been
That's the problem with the keybind set up this way. I'm gonna make some errors here and there. Fat fingering wrong spells. I set up my Death Knight binds years ago based around that, and now every character that's not my Death Knight gets binds that are similar to my Death Knight's playstyle habits, and that oftentimes leads me into situations where I end up pressing the wrong buttons. Good plate stack. Oh yeah, just a coincidence, but that's good. I think most people do that. Yeah, definitely. It's probably common. What is your death strike button on Warrior? 6. Felt like the most usable frequently. Like, I guess maybe I should have put ignore pain on 6 though, huh? That's actually probably a better pick. Maybe I should do that actually. What the fuck? Why haven't I thought of that? Alright, that's gonna... Well, I don't know. Because now I can't press 5 and 6 together, which is needed. You kind of need to press both of them together, don't you? Binding for all my alts are based on my Death Knight? Yep. That's actually way more comfortable. Pressing V over and over again was not right. It's not for me. This is actually way better. I don't know why. Thank you for bringing that up, Adam. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Run away,
Oh yeah, we don't have grip for this mob either. This fight's gonna be a lot harder without grip. I love how Prot Warrior has good answers to just about anything and is an absolute brick. They're a solid pick. Very solid right now, I would say. Definitely wouldn't say they have answers to just about anything, but maybe if you mean defensively, definitely. I would definitely agree with that. In terms of utility, they're quite weak, and I do feel like I'm really limited at times because of that. Yeah, defensively, yeah, no, definitely true. Totally agree. Utility's horrible. Yeah, coming from Blood DK, and then we know Blood's not even the best, like Vengeance, right? Coming from those, it's probably very difficult. I missed grips after a dungeon or two. I thought I would too, to be honest. It's not been bad. Not been bad at all. But yeah, some like a boss like this, really, you're really noticing it.
Beware.
Boss is dead. Rock shovelers. Charge and leap is super fun. The mobility increase over Death Knight is noticeable and nice, and not getting chunked. Yeah, the rotation is very similar. What are you doing? But it is, yeah, the mobility is probably the thing that's the nicest after not playing it for so long. Worst thing is not having grip yet, 100%. They're not coming back for dwarves? I have no idea.
Run away, little girl. Run away. I have a quiver full of swords, and I know how to throw them. Beware.
Somebody order a skull cracking?
I gotcha. Beware.
I'm thinking of making Warlock alt to do Mythics for fun since I maxed out my Death Knight. Dude, Mythic Zeros are awesome. You could definitely do it. If you've not done if you've not done Mythic Zeros under the new format, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a really fun way to play an alt. Just go do all these. Now I get it, it's probably very biased because I'm a tank, so it's very easy to get in and out, but still, I think I would probably enjoy it no matter what. Oh, Olaf's dead already. That buff is powerful on him, huh? Yeah, six keybind is so much better. Where do you get the loot from?
You know,
Oh,
I think that tussle actually helped
another
me
treasure
in my
chest just
head.
pops up.
Much
No loot again.
obliged, stranger.
How's the warrior going? Hey, Stromy, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it's going great.
We get our bearings.
I'm getting very, very unlucky with loot, I feel like, but we're alright. I mean, it's not that bad, but Yeah, always just keep sending over gear to after we get more flight stones. What is this?
Nice work! That frog has been a real pest.
We know how to open the door, but that ugly rockhead
Or RP that's shut down in Mythic Plus, maybe?
Want to see something nifty? What's this? That didn't
Oh shit, didn't mean to do that.
find its side.
Guess that kind of does what we want.
Here's marvelous mustache.
Why do you track spell reflect with interrupts? I don't. That's just what the weak word that I have does.
Shield charge!
I'll have to ask whoever made it.
My head.
First time interacting with that. After not playing Warrior for the song.
You better go on while Olaf recovers.
You're saving up your RNG for Mythic Plus. Yeah, maybe we'll get like a huge item or something. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this one, and then we're gonna do one Mythic Plus, and then I'll probably call it a day. Unless that key maybe encourages me to do one more or something after that, but. When do you plan on starting keys? Oh, there you go. I just answered it. Alright, check because you're interrupting spells that do damage to one person, and if that person is someone with spell reflect, you don't need to interrupt it since it will most likely do damage back. That's probably the thought process, I'd imagine, yeah. Okay, we don't have a single target stun, so we need to pay attention a lot on this fight, a lot more than normal. We do have Shockwave, though. I guess we can just save Shockwave. Shockwave CD is actually lower than Strangulate, so forget it. Yeah, we can just do that. Oh, and we have that spell too. I keep forgetting that's a stun.
You will go no further.
Beware.
I find this fight easier for me when no one uses stuns and I can use the circles. It's definitely less random, I agree with that, but... Oh. See, this spell's not actually back up. I thought it was going to be short enough with that timer difference.
Beware.
When I was at the game last night, I heard somebody say, I was walking out of the game and I heard somebody's like, yeah, he literally just spams the Ash of War 20 times. They're like talking about Elden Ring or something like that. I was like, what? A combination of both worlds there, it felt like. Imagine if he was talking about Pokemon cards, then it'd be really confusing. Then I'd think I was in the Matrix.
Some kind of library. Hey, what now? All I see are books.
Maybe we can find a few treasure maps. We'll have a look while you go on ahead.
It's a Hunter AFK, no. Some warrior macros are nice for making the rotation less fatiguing. Like adding shield slam to ignore pain procs. Shield slam, okay. I just have it set up so shield block is used on cooldown. Should I do the opposite? Maybe I should do the opposite, but I feel like shield block is more important to keep up, so prioritizing it with the macro makes more sense. Oh wait, we can use the thing here, right? Shield block you can kind of run out of. Right, that's why I feel like that's why you want to prioritize it now. Like if you use it too many times, it goes on CD. Right, but that's a good thing, right? You don't want to use Ignore Pain on CD at the cost of Shield Block, but you do want to use Shield Block on CD at the cost of Ignore Pain, right? I really don't know you rush for what. Practice. You're playing heavy repercussions? What is that? Okay. Are you saying that there's, what is there, like a maximum amount you could extend it? So I'm constantly pressing it when it's at max extension already? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm saying since you're playing a talent to extend SB, you're not really noticing overpressing it. That's what I'm just using it on cooldown because it feels like that's the right way to use it, but maybe you're saying it's not.
Beware.
Ignore Pain and Shield Block are both out GCD, so you can put a slam in macro for both, and you weave in slam resets.
Beware.
But you're not going to have rage for both equally, are you? Like eventually you'll have to choose.
Beware.
Am I wrong about that?
Beware.
Separate buttons for each. Right, so yeah, that's pretty much what I have done then. Just minus one macro. It doesn't stack block chance, you know, so if you press SB twice in a row, you just have a longer SB, but if you dump into IP, you can stack the absorb. Right, but the longer one is what's needed, no? Keeping it up 100% of the time is valuable, is it not? BFA refreshing shield block would just eat your charges, but it looks like quality of life changes fix that. Seems to be working fine to macro it. Yeah, I haven't run into any issues quite yet, but maybe when I get into higher keys, it will start becoming obvious that I'm doing something wrong. It seems to me like you just macro shield block and then use Ignore Pain when you can. But there was that one case where that was the opposite, so that would be the counterpoint to it. Like shield block requires 30 rage, Ignore Pain's 35, so I feel like committing rage to Ignore Pain has a higher potential failure point.
Activating additional defenses.
I think if you try a key without heavy repercussions, it would make much more sense. I don't even know what that talent is, so I'm not sure it would. I didn't observe issues with it capping. The risk is macroing it and using a charge right at the end of a pack and wasting it. Oh, that's a good point actually, yeah. But that would be true about Ignore Pain too, right? You can spell reflect the Searing Clap, okay. The frontal, you mean? That. I guess you can.
Beware.
Oh, that's bad. So you guys. Like using it in this phase is bad, and why macroing it is bad, but macroing Ignore Pain would be just as wasteful. Macroing anything is not how you want to play, but for me it's easier to do it this way because those buttons are too similar and too spammy. Can we jump over this or something? Not really. Given the number of Prot warriors around who have terrible shield block uptimes, your way is great. I put them on mouse wheel up and down. Oh yeah, I've never used that as a keybind. That's not something I feel like I'd be comfortable with, but maybe. Mouse wheel up and down for target cycling. Oh, I like that. That's actually a really creative use of it. But yeah, top damage, nearly spell reflect there. That's cool. If the macro reduces the cognitive load with minimal performance loss, then it's totally worth it. That's the way I'm looking at it, yeah. The cognitive load is maybe not the way I would describe it, just the button presses. Keybinds per second kind of thing. Makes it harder for me to do when I have to press similar spells over and over again on different keybinds. What ability did you macro shield block into? Everything. Just all of... Wait, was that what? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the hell we were doing there? APM on Prot Warrior is nuts. I hear people say that. I don't really... The comment doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's not. The worst I've ever played was Prot Pally. And it's not about APM. It's just about spamming the same key too frequently. Using Judgment like basically 2 out of every 3 button presses or whatever. That was not very enjoyable for my hand and my fingers. This one I press a lot of different buttons, but sometimes you have to press like pressing 6 plus 5 together is difficult, so. Going from Blood DK that effectively has no major no spells off the GCD is definitely a big difference here. If there was no Death Strike on GCD, the spec would play so differently. It'd be crazy. I use mouse scroll for pet attack and pet passive. What the hell? Oh, he's saying the other guy is the one that wanted the gloves? I don't even need them. Bit of a random question, but do you know if there's a way to get details to track death grip interrupts along with mind freeze? Not that I'm aware of, but maybe somebody out there knows. Sounds like something details would have to change on their end. Yeah, I don't think that's something that can be done. Ever thought about getting cornrows? Seriously, no, but I have thought about getting my hair braided. We talked about it a lot when, if you see somebody like Sean O'Malley fight in the UFC, you see that like ultra tight braid he gets for fight nights. Like I would like to see what my hair looks like that. Where my hair looks like that. I would like to see how it looks. Did the CC tab and details to show stops might be there? Oh, hey, facts. Details needs a stop view that includes any form of stops, not just interrupts. You know, there's a lot of people that get confused about interrupts and stops. They're not the same thing, especially now in the War Within, where they're creating. Like kind of right now, they oftentimes are the same thing. because it stops the cast no matter what. But in the War Within, they're changing it back to be not like that anymore. So if you stop the cast without an interrupt, it doesn't lock them out of the spell school anymore. A lot of spells are being returned to that way, how it used to be. So that's going to be a big wake-up call for a lot of people, I think. Where they just blindly throw AoEs out and hope they get something. You're not going to be able to do that anymore. That's why the Gorfiend's change is going to be potentially so huge. Because it actually silences the mobs no matter what. Like right now, that mob that just cast that Earthen Ward thing, if I stopped that with a stun, it wouldn't cast it again for a while. It would go on cooldown. But that's not how it's supposed to work. I don't know. I think they explained why it worked that way at any point, but that's not how the game used to work. If you read the talent, you can't see it, but it says pummel. Interrupting spellcasting and preventing any spell in that school from being cast for 3 seconds. That used to be the most reliable way to stop casters, because you would interrupt 2 different spells and then they simply couldn't do anything else. But now people do it with stuns and it stops the mobs from casting, and it's more effective than actually interrupting them, because it actually puts the spell on cooldown. So if the spell could be locked out for 3 seconds and then it would start again, that's less valuable than just putting it on cooldown for 15 seconds. Duplicity Dave, what's up, buddy? You missed some stuff, but yeah. We are here for a little Prot. We'll see how this goes in the future. I don't know if I'll... Don't know what's gonna... Because now next week I'm going on vacation, so I won't be streaming at all next week. And then we're getting really close to the pre-patch, so I don't know what the future holds for this character, but I did want to fuck around this week, especially with the 4th of July. I felt like it would be a nice, fun way to have some fun doing something different. Yeah, we're going to do this one, and then I'm going to do my Neltharis too, and then that's going to be it for maybe this character ever. We'll see. It's quite fun. So maybe I'd continue to gear it up or something, but I just don't really care for alts. When is the pre-patch release date? We don't know for sure, but it looks like it's going to be the last week of July, or maybe the second to last week of July. Just get everything here, fuck it. This hunter is using talents. I haven't seen people use all expansion. Seeing Wailing Arrow and Murder of Crows. Yeah, Wailing Arrow is on the fucking interrupt tracker too. That's funny. You haven't ever really considered maining anything other than Blood DK since challenge modes? Correct. Yeah, I mean, like my main was Holy Pally at that point, and I was already thinking about switching. I was thinking about switching to Prot Pally, but yeah. I wanted to tank even back then. The guild didn't need a tank, so that was why I always played healer. Turn this warrior into a crafting alt in the War Within. Yeah, maybe. Hang on. I mean, I have professions on it. I just don't ever use it. 680k HPS for the healer on a 19 halls 3rd boss. 19 halls. What's that? And Great Push or something. Can only imagine.
This disc may hold the secret to the aspects regaining their power, and we...
Cool to see you play my favorite tank. Sweet, man. Well, we did a lot. We did like 5 hours yesterday as well, so... Maybe not that much, but... Great Push, Halls of Infusion. Oh, they're already up to 19. Jambo said that they started at 14, so would they triple upgrade to 14 or something? I guess they probably did, to be honest.
Beware.
3 chests to 14, 2 chests to 17. Wow. I guess that's not even that crazy though. Like those guys have all done 20s, right?
Beware.
There isn't people who are doing that aren't doing 20s right now, I assume, right? Like imagine like, alright, this is my highest key. We're in the Great Push. Welcome. Not crazy at all for them, yeah. It just sounds crazy. Can you spell reflect the breath at all? They can do 20s, but I don't think most of them are live key pushers. Oh, really? That's weird. Crazy part is that people play those same comps on live, but they can't even time the key. Oh, really? Oh, you mean like pugs, basically, like bad players.
Beware.
Most of these people are in the top 30 on Radar.io. That's what I figured, yeah.
You cannot even comprehend the infinite possibilities.
I don't know where your chat gets in from. Most of these people are presidential candidates, so they're too busy trying to become elected for office to play WoW. Well, why are they doing the Great Push? They're doing it to potentially raise money and awareness for their campaign for being elected. Oh, no, that's interesting, really? Where the hell? Wow, that's... I didn't even think about that. That's very interesting.
Beware.
Unless they're just super trolls like you. I mean, I think he was serious, but... I don't think you just show up to the Great Push if you haven't done keys in months. Alright, well, we got pretty much no loot. This is actually crazy. To finish all 10 of these Mythic Zeros without multiple pieces still is crazy. We got no trinkets at all, no weapon, no shield, no chest, no neck, and no boots. And one ring we didn't get. It's pretty wild. Do you also stream on Twitch? No. Alright, well, that's... I guess maybe I see why people think zeros aren't very good. I don't know if I just got... I feel like I had to have gotten very unlucky, right? Like, that dungeon gave me the pants, didn't it? No, I don't... Did I get no loot from that 5-boss dungeon? I don't even know. I don't even pay attention, I guess. I feel like I have to have gotten extremely unlucky with this character's gearing. Oh, no. Oops. Target is unfriendly. Sadly, no. Getting no loot is very common. That's why I bitched about Mythic Zeros. But it's not uncommon. It can't be common because somebody gets loot every time. One person gets loot every time. That's what I'm saying. That's why I got very unlucky. Like, to do that dungeon where 6 items dropped and me get 0 is very unlucky, right? It feels super common, but you just look at it mathematically and then you realize it's not, right? That's what I'm saying. I did a world tour and got maybe 2 to 3 pieces. Oh, that's not true. That can't be true. That's way, like, I got a lot of items. They're just all the same fucking items over and over again. I got 3 helmets and 2 pairs of some of the, like, what do we get? 2 cloaks, 3 helmets. Pretty sure I got gloves at least twice. It's not like the gear doesn't drop. It's not like somebody gets no, like, you do a boss and it forgets to drop gear. Still a 25% or 20% chance to get loot every time you kill a boss. It just, I've gotten no loot that I needed for 90% of the slots. Well, not 90, but I don't, yes. I don't have time for that, sorry. I could believe as low as a 6 for a world tour, maybe, but even that would be super unlucky. Yeah. Just bad luck, I think. The probability of getting useful gear drops. Yeah, no doubt. Every time you get an upgrade, it's worse. Alright. See what this key looks like. Doing our first Mythic Plus. It's hard to say though what is better, just a random chance to get gear or allowing us currency to buy gear with. Well, one's an option, the other one's not, I guess is what the conversation is really. Blizzard's never going to allow you to buy your gear. That's just not how the game works. That would make the gearing process, like, it's already absurdly fast. Like, let's be serious here. People talking about doing bullions and crafting gear, like, they're right. Like, I should do that if I want gear. If I actually put forth, like, 100% of effort that the game allows me, I would be fully geared on this character before I even entered Mythic Zeros. And on top of that, you can even buy the boxes on the alts, on the mains and shit, send them over. And again, so it's just like gearing is just a checklist. You do 10 dungeons and all of a sudden you have all your gear. That's just never going to happen.
Take down a few so we can study the
That's how it is for me. I get gear, but it's generally the same pieces over and over. Yeah, we got a little unlucky. To get no weapon and no shield at all is really, I feel like that's very unlucky. So that's going to be a big problem for this character if we want to keep playing it. We'll have to craft something, but we should have the currency to do so now. Oh, the mailman's outside, guys. I'm going to watch him walk in with my cards. Let's see. Fucking drop them, bro. Those are 10 slabs. He's got them. He's got little boxes. I'm surprised to see them come in boxes. Right. 2 cards arrived today. Instantly going right back up for auction. Alright, anyway, what, these guys coming or what? First Mythic Plus, maybe last time we play this character, we'll see. Depending on when pre-patch comes out. Again, I won't be here at all next week, so that means the next time we'll play Mythic Plus on live stream will be the 16th. If at that point it's announced that the pre-patch is the 23rd, yeah, I don't know what that means, so we'll see. Make sure he doesn't launch the box as the door and walk off. What is he? Is he pissing on the box? What does he fucking do? No, yeah, he's a good guy actually. I really have a lot of respect for that guy. I went through like a super dark time in my life when I was in probably like 17 years old, and he actually like went out of his way to make me he talked to me about it. And he like, even though we only talked for like a minute or something like that, it was like for a fucking mailman to like actually know me. I was really happy with that. And he's still to this day, like, he knows everything about our family. Like,
5, 4,
he like
3,
consoled my mom when my father died, like all that stuff. Like, he's a good guy, but he's not a very good mailman, to be honest. But he's a nice guy at least. He constantly like, there's constantly shit like not delivered here properly. Okay with that. That's cool that you have the same mailman for that long. Yeah, we've had the same mailman since I was young. Now we need to care about this stuff again. Getting any healing or not so much? Got the wrong target. Looks like we failed to stop something. With the stun that time. Seeing this druid's DPS, 0. Fucking negative. Yeah, the random healers doing the 2s were better. Nothing to stop that cast, but the mob's dead. Resto druids, yep.
Beware.
It's a tyrannical key anyway, though, I guess, so this strat shouldn't be that challenging. Maybe he's still learning and setting up his binds. Maybe. Setting up his DPS spells. We'll see if he uses one in the whole dungeon. Oh, I said doing the 2s, right. It's hard, like, 0s are not something I've ever done in this game, so it's hard to get used to thinking about doing them. funny that details of the unit registering 0 literal damage. Yeah, it's weird. Then you look at the other DPS. That's not much different. One guy doing 300k more than the other guy. Luckily it's a 2. I don't know why we've been talking about this, but still the 0 DPS thing is always going to be a bother in my eyes. Quite rude to just do 0 DPS when everybody's at fucking full health. Lackadaisical, really. Not even rude, just not very competitive. Not somebody who you'd think cares about the key much. 100% it's like you're literally just standing there. Yeah, and a fucking 2 of all things. A 2 fucking tyrannical. You can't do DPS globals. That's wild.
Beware.
Hey, Dirty Chugs, what's up, hey, how you been? Glad to see ya. This shit's just fucking getting annihilated, though. Feeling quite strong. It's a little bit harder, obviously, but it's not really any challenge. Nothing. Why? Should something be up? Yeah, my bad. Stuck in Police Academy, the film? That was a good film. What, you're like Groundhog Daying it? Like watching it every single day? Is that what you mean by stuck? Shami's trying everything to get himself killed. Oh, really? At least you're not stuck in the dryer. Oh, don't tell size. Is this guy even here? That's the one where the dude makes all the sound effects with his mouth? Maybe. I actually have never seen the film. OMG lag. Alright, we'll stop typing and come play. Where's he going? He's going the wrong direction. Or he's just not moving. No, actually in the academy. Oh shit. Well, congrats, man. Good luck. Maybe you can solo safe shit as a warrior. I just actually am not taking damage. Kind of crazy. Why do we invite healers to the 2s? Stupid move on my part. Maybe you can come and arrest some of the Mythic Plus levers. Oh, would you do that? Do you have the jurisdiction to do that, I guess is the question. Are we about to have a fucking 2 to spam, bro? What is this guy doing? Is he locked out or something and I'm not aware of there being a lockout?
Beware.
Actually, it's funny you say that. I literally did 0s and 2s last week with Vengeance and he asked me how to pretend to list as a healer. Yeah, I bet a lot of people probably do that. I guess he was locked out. There is a door because he's moving the second the fight starts. I wasn't aware that there was a door. I'd like to try some low keys with an AUG instead of a healer. That'd be cool. But that's not really... It sounds funny, but it would not really be very interesting, I bet. Why are people dying now?
Bones cleared out. We must be prepared for Targoth's plans. Beware.
Why didn't they release? Yeah, like literally faster to release. Who knows?
intruders! Where have you come from?
Beware.
Now Taurus belongs to the Kalashi now.
Yeah. This spec's powerful, man.
Beware.
You do have a lot of cool ways to pull mobs, too. A lot of options, unlike Blood DK. I constantly have to use, like, core spells to aggro mobs as Blood DK. It's really unfortunate. Heroic Throw is a really cool spell.
Beware.
Especially considering it pretty much guarantees you have threat on the mob after using it. That's wild.
Beware. Beware.
I like the AoE aesthetic. The AoE Heroic Throw count. Yeah, I have that, I think. Seems like I do.
Beware. 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 Beware.
You can make Heroic Throw apply deep wounds too if you wanted. Oh, how? Altering the game's code or something, or? Oh, it's a talent. I see. That makes more sense. I use Titanic Throw and improved Heroic Throw. Oh, yeah? You actually throw the ship, you mean? Or what is it? That'd be crazy.
Beware.
Wait, I think you have it. I might. Do I have it? You tell me. I can't. I don't know what these things are. This stuff? Bottom left. Oh. Oh, it's a Prot tree, right? You have Titanic Throw. Bottom left. Oh, improved Heroic Throw? There it is.
I will not be subdued!
Beware.
I might end up having to change this off 6 though, because this is just too... I'm pressing these same 3 buttons way too frequently now for my hand. It's a good idea if my hand wasn't already hurting me, but... Too many button presses there. And it's also making it harder to move. Having to press 2 of the same buttons at the same time is very difficult. It's better for it to be at 6, but it's going to be harder for me to do it long term. I macro Titanic into charge, sometimes helpful. Oh, because it guarantees like even a little bit extra threat. That's cool.
I will not be subdued!
If the mob is far enough away to be charged, it's also good enough to be using Heroic Titanic Throw, I guess, right?
Beware.
You use an MMO mouse? Yeah, Razor Naga. Oh, we forgot to get these mobs. Fuck. I'm just taking with us.
Beware.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's just kill him. I'll leave it at 6 for now, though, because the next time I play it, things might be different, and I want to remember that idea seemed like a good one at the time. If you have 2 keys that you press a lot together, you can help to put them on different hands. That's what I was saying, yeah. Now that I'm constantly pressing 5 and 6 together, my fingers are getting way more workout. What? Somebody aggro that? Bring it up. Or you can get killed by it. I don't know.
Beware. Beware.
I have shield block on F and ignore pain on 4.
Beware.
Yeah, cool. Whatever works best. Oh, dude.
Beware.
It's a little FYI, Titanic Throw replaces Heroic Throw, which is a talent in the Warrior tree. It puts Heroic Throw on a 3-second cooldown, but generates more threat. Yeah. Improved Heroic Throw in the Prot tree makes it hit up to 5 enemies. I think I got all that stuff, yeah. Think so. You are in a Mythic Plus, not an MDI. This is the 2. How'd you die? Somebody aggroed the trash. Nope. This guy just doesn't know how to skip the pack, I guess. I love when plebs say stuff like, this isn't the MDI. No shit, bro. It's a fucking 2. Everybody's aware this isn't the MDI. They're basically saying, like, I have no actual understanding of what just happened, so I'm going to just blame some random, like, vapid bullshit.
Beware.
Yeah, see, the guy basically just said he doesn't know how to get by the mob.
Beware.
Exactly, they're clues to what just happened and assume you're doing MDI strats. Yeah, just pulling a very normal pack here.
Beware.
The guy who can soothe mobs can't get past. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Yeah, why are you playing Shadow Priest if it's not the MDI? That's funny. Okay, he just left, sweet. Alright, well, considering that guy was doing half the damage with the other players, we can probably just upgrade it without him regardless. The priest can just mind soothe if he's bad at a little bit of jumping. I think he just genuinely doesn't know that he can walk by the mobs. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really know that either until somewhat recently. But I think it's pretty obvious if everybody's by it, you should probably at least try. Flavor of the monthers? Yeah, name the last good Shadow Priest we've had, honestly. Wait, what is this now? Alright. Did that dude fucking pull that shit and then leave? Fucking people are so brain dead, it's actually crazy. Just shut up and fucking press your DPS spells, man. Played WoW for 12 years. I've never seen someone quit it too. Oh, we have many times, but yeah. We're still gonna be alright here, I assume. He whispered you too, but it was blocked? Did he? When? Alright, going for a fucking 100% count. Let's do it. Guess we won't be upgrading this. This is gonna be the next YouTube video. But maybe it should be. It's not really anything unique here though. It's probably very common. How do you know he whispered him if it was blocked? No, it would say it was blocked. That's what he means. That does happen all the time. That's what 100% count means though. Need to kill all the trash in the dungeon. No. It said that might be harmful to click. When? I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Pat spawned. I can't get past you. You don't play as a fucking team, loser. You just hug the right. Since the guy who doesn't play as a fucking team, he leaves over a Pat getting pulled as a Shadow Priest. I've seen people stand in something and die and then quit it too, like it was the healer's fault. Yeah, right. I love how he says Pat spawned. Like, how did you think we got by this, bro? What did you think we did? Think we invis potted or something? But hey, you know what? Good example of what we always talk about. If I just didn't say that, we'd probably still be doing the queue with 5 players. I don't know why I even say shit like that. Like, I think that there's people out there that do aggro shit on purpose, but it's probably very unlikely. Some of those polls made me think that people were aggroing it on purpose, though. It's MDI tech to get by that pack. Yeah, you need to be a pro gamer. Skip pats. At least watching your streams, we get to see the names of the players and never group up with. Yep. It's certainly the best part about it all. Is that why it's hard to get groups as DPS? Because people just like go into keys and just leave them? I guess it's a Shadow Priest, it's probably not as hard. You had nothing but bad luck on your warrior. I hope you enjoy your time off. I enjoyed my time playing warrior, to be honest. It was very fun. Bad gear luck doesn't bother me. But yeah, the fact that we're probably not going to upgrade it too is kind of wild. He's Shadow Priest number 207, who's toxic and useless. Doubt anyone will remember him when the stream is over. Yeah, there's too many, unfortunately. Too many of that example. The guy actually was useless too, like if you look at the overall chart. Fucking 100k less than another player in a fucking 2. That's scary. Is it fun to you, or is something different fun to you? What do you mean? I mean, I'm having fun playing the spec, but yeah. I mean, basically, like, yeah, this group is actually maybe the worst one. Is Prot Warrior fun, or just not playing Blood DK fun? Oh no, Prot Warrior's fun, yeah. Blood DK is still more fun than Prot. It's just nice to take a little break and try something new. But yeah, Prot Warrior is definitely something I could see myself playing more in the future. I was doing the third boss in AV on Demon Hunter and Demon. The healer got himself killed. Me, Mage, and Shadow Priest up. Shadow Priest just DPS'd along while they both slowly died. I just saw the last 10%. Yeah, that's WoW, I guess. Not saying he wasn't a bad priest, but some classes like Shadow Priest and Mage suck in low keys because they have ramp damage. Yeah, but that's just the way the game works, so I don't think you should be 100k below somebody else, no matter how your class is built. Do you pay any attention to your uptime of Dancing Rune Weapon? Not normally, no. I don't look at like the actual numbers of it, or if that's what you're asking. Obviously, I try to maximize it, but you can't really guarantee it's going to be maximized. You got to use it properly. Maximizing it for pure numbers is just going to end up causing you to use it at the end of packs constantly, which is usually a bad idea. Unless you're sure you don't need it on the pull. Like, it's the biggest get out of jail free card on the pull of any spell, so you definitely want to have that on the pull if you have the ability to use it on the pull.
Beware. A weapon brought just for you. I'll hammer you into shape.
Kind of pointless to charge there. Charge on this fight, not very useful.
Beware. Let's see what I have for you. I'll hammer you into shape. Beware. Fast.
I looted a pretty dope 2-handed sword on Kata Blood Elf starting area. Oh, really? Well, like a good transmog? The Bloodhawk Claymore, gotcha. Cool. I mean, it'd be really good if this DPS, if this healer could actually do some DPS too. We basically have half of what we should have in the group. Between me being super undergeared and doing 31k and this guy doing 0 and one guy not here. Healer's working hard though. He's been out of mana for a long time. I pretty much pulled with him out of mana, which is probably not the wisest of decisions, but I want to try to upgrade this. I just don't think we can. Guess it doesn't matter if this is our last one anyway. I did it again. Stop doing that. I'm gonna die. Oh, that's really stupid, man. I gotta get used to not doing that. Seeing the difference in player skill level is so staggering. It really is crazy. Love that battle res, by the way. Will we need it? Oh shit, I'm gonna die here. Trinket. Do you know who Savix is? PvPer, right? That's fair. Release. How would you res him? Oh my god. He's PvPer. He and other PvPers did Mythic Plus, and they were doing 7s and 8s a while back this season. Oh, really? That would have been cool to watch. They said Mythic Plus was hard. Yeah, I know a few guys who were in that boat. I watched a few guys do, like people who were competitive, like only raiders, like they've never raided before, and they did PvP, or they did Mythic Plus, and they were like, whoa, this is way harder than we thought. Don't be doing any crazy MDI strats now, like pulling packs together or skipping mobs. Play it safe, yeah. Good idea. They thought they timed a key because they completed it with the timer being in the red. Oh my god, what? Is that like a video somewhere?
Beware.
Send it in Discord, definitely. Okay, we're dead. Dead here for sure. Heal. Getting by on the graces of it being a 2 tyrannical. Healer's again AFK, I guess. Oh, he's back there. He's just really far away. Granite scales up. Okay. Can we go a boss here? This guy probably doesn't know that you can even pull this side. Heal me, please. Oh, I'm gonna die. Poor guy doesn't have Sunfire bound. No, he doesn't have fucking anything bound.
The forges will ring today. Stay your hand or taste the flame. Beware.
I need to make sure I'm getting a coin.
An embarrassment.
Can't guarantee others are gonna actually do this mechanic at this level. Oh, that mob's just out there fucking throwing out. Well, we don't even have count. For some reason we're short on count as well, I think.
Can't beat the heat.
Yeah, nobody even picked the fucking things up. I'm the only one who used one. Shaman's up. Well, failed our first key and it was a fucking 2. That's crazy. I mean, basically it's a disband. This would have been a disband on any other key level. Not even a dot from the healer. Nope, that's every pull. Does it go on the spreadsheet? Nah, I don't put the alts on the spreadsheet one way or the other. At least he doesn't downgrade. That's the one truth about it. Yep. I need to get both. Somebody else got it. Okay.
Have some trinkets.
So people who say man tyrannical is just impossible to time keys on dead weeks. These people will say that. I really want to hear Blizzard's reasoning behind the downgrade system. Yeah, I don't know that they have one, honestly. It's just something that was drafted years ago that they just never really got bothered to change. I think if everybody, like, especially the high key community, demanded it, they would change it. It doesn't really seem like it has much of a purpose. The only thing that I can discern is that they want the progression to not be infinite, you know? Like, you need to actually, if you fail, you get punished for it, which I don't really see why that would be a feature, considering it's not a feature of rating or other content, but still, like, that's probably why. I don't understand how you can get to max item level 460 item level as a healer and figure out you need to do DPS. Yeah. You're right, like, how did he level the character? Probably just through dungeons, I guess. Well, now we have 1 damage dealer. Maybe we'll get loot.
Have some trinkets.
Probably just boosted. Oh yeah, to be honest, you're probably right. I forgot about that being an option.
Feel the burn. Nothing nothing but sin.
I literally do the mechanic alone. And now the healer's dead. Did he die to a fucking ad mailing him? It should die before the next shield, though. The Shadow Priest is gonna get loot? Oh, I forgot about that being an option. Jesus. You're probably right. Alright, well, at least we finished it. Yep, no loot. You gonna try Prot Warrior in the War Within? No plans currently, but we'll see. Well, that seems like a good way to end the fucking year. Depleting it too because of a lever. Couldn't figure out how to skip mobs as a Shadow Priest when the mobs patrol by you. Want to watch a few minutes of Savik's videos? Not right now, but yeah, send it to me. I'll take a look at it later on. What is this? Oh, a quest. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I don't know when I'll be back at this point. I will have a full week off of streaming. I hope to have a good amount of videos to publish. I think I already have 3 or 4 ready to go. So hopefully between this weekend and all that time next week plus next weekend, I should be good to have videos like every 2 days like normal. But we'll see. So the next Tuesday may very well be the next time you guys see me live. Oh, it should be the next time unless something weird happens. And then we'll talk about pre-patch at that point. I imagine I'm going to miss a lot of fucking news. That's one thing I'm not going to have my phone or any technology at all, so I won't be checking YouTube comments. I won't be checking Discord. I won't be checking Wowhead, so I'm pretty much going to be gone for a full week, and I'm going to show up, and everything's probably going to be on its head. Like, I'm going to have probably 500 comments to reply to and all the WoW news to catch up on. But I'm going to try my best to enjoy anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully Wowhead won't be too crazy on the news and I won't miss too much. So if you guys run into anything that you know I might want to take a look at or react to when I get back, just like DM me, I guess is probably the best way. But yeah, otherwise, hope you guys had a good 4th, and I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's been a good couple of days on the Warrior anyway, so see you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one.